Beats Planet.
Finally, Voch has come back to Mondays. If you're the Panthers, Sam Darnold is on your team. Justin Fields and Trey Lance is on the board. But you say, nah, I'm going to roll with Sam. You are an asshole. And I'm looking at the top 10 here. First of all, I recognize I haven't been on the YouTube in a while. I apologize because I'm trying to get my thoughts out, but all I hear is them chanting Voch's name. Since I've been gone from the YouTube, there has been this fight that I've been fighting. Let me make sure my volume is good so y'all can hear me. When I was gone, there's this fight that I've been fighting on the social media machine. You know what I'm saying? It's not Slater at 10. It's not Sewell at 10. It's not Sertan at 10. It's not even JC Horn at 10. Even though those selections would be great, what I've been fighting on social media, I would love to get y'all takes on this, is right pits on my pits. There's just something special about right pits on my pits. Ever since we've got the Mac Jones could possibly go third overall news, ever since we got the San Francisco can't be making a grave mistake, but who cares because it's not my team news, ever since we've gotten that news, picks number, I would say 4 through 10 have gotten real interesting and peculiar. Let me just say this. There have been a lot of Rudy Poo candy asses in my chat box. In my chat box that love to bring to the light and say, Bun Voch, you were just anti-Kyle Pitts a month ago. The late great Black Phillip says, have your opinion. Don't let your opinion have you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know? It's called growth, ladies and gentlemen. It's called growth, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you get stuck in one train of thought forever, then you become just that, trapped. You know what I'm saying? I never want to be trapped. I'm way too claustrophobic. I want to continue to climb in my motive of thinking. And the way I think, I want to constantly get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So once upon a time, I was like, hey, man, piss a tight end. We don't need that. And he's not going to be there no way. But then you get this Mac Jones quarterback news, and then you get some other little movements or whatnot. Then you go, oh, well, Carolina wants Mac Jones too, but then they got Sam Darnold. What does that mean? I'm going to break all this down for you on my stream today. Good to have y'all back in the house. You know what I'm saying? Good to have y'all back. Good to have y'all back. You know what I'm talking about? Good to have y'all back, man. This is growth. This is growth, man. This is getting out of your own way. 100% I wasn't on Team Pitts, but I had some additional thoughts. Kyle Pitts on my team is different than Kyle Pitts on their team. It's different. You know, we all watch film, but, you know, it's a difference between watching film in general and watching film in context of your team. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you watch Kyle Pitts do Kyle Pitts things versus Alabama, I mean, yes, it's impressive, but when you look at it from a Cowboys perspective, you go, damn, dog, Kyle Pitts really made Nick Saban play dime, huh? So you start to think of the possibilities, you know what I mean? Now, when I'm gone on my travel vacation, it's not really a vacation, but I'm traveling. I'm going to do some things. I'm going to come back. I'm going to move. This whole crib won't even exist no more. We'll have a new compound, and y'all know it's serious. Y'all know it's serious because the counter clean and the knife block gone. So y'all know we on our way. Y'all know. But when we get to the new compound, there's going to be some great things. We're going to get some additional setup for the studio. We're going to make sure our hardware is still the best that we could possibly get it. Everything's going to be on point. Everything's going to be intact. And first of all, let's just clap it up one time. Can we get some chants one time? Can we get some chants for the best live draft coverage that we can find on YouTube for day 1, 2, and 3 when that time comes? Can we just get some? Everybody prepare yourself for that because it's going to be a show. It's going to be fun. I want y'all to stay tuned. Now, my phone lines are open. I feel like Brandon from Frankly Football told me that my phone lines weren't open. I'm looking at DJ on the phone right now. Okay, Brandon's on the phone right now. All right, cool. So, we got some little emblems at the top of the screen. Okay, my little phone thing went through a little update. All right, cool. This is what I want to do. I haven't talked to y'all in a long time, so I want y'all to call into the show and whatever thoughts y'all may have for me. You know, I swear, I swear, you know, I ask if y'all have questions and y'all be like, nah. But then y'all hop on my Twitter and have 1,000 questions when I'm trying to live life and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any new questions since the last time we've had a show, please call into the show. If you have a response to anything that's on the ledger today in terms of the topics that we're going to talk about, you can check to the thumbnail. You can refer to the title of the video. You can go to all those things. You can kind of get a feel about what I want to talk about today, or you can talk about whatever hell you want to talk about. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't really gone hard on this Kyle Pitts stance, and regardless of this whole Darnold thing, because I don't think that it changes much in terms of how the top 10 looks. I mean, you drafted Aaron. I think you signed not Aaron Donald, Sam Darnold. I think you signed Sam Darnold just in case a quarterback doesn't get to you, which is smart as hell. Which side of my face is dark? This side. You signed Sam Darnold just in case a quarterback doesn't get to you. But if a quarterback gets to you, then Sam Darnold's only on your team for another year and a half before he gets pushed off a bridge anyway. Sam Darnold is not a long-term option. So, you know, I think as a Cowboy fan, this ain't just a Cowboy show. This is a draft show for everybody, but just me speaking from a Cowboys perspective, because there was a lot of people getting on my nerves earlier on the tweet machine. Damn it, Voch is over. Kyle Pitts' dream is over. It's not over. It's not over. Hell, they can go. Hell, listen. Let me get my war card back ready. Let me tell you why this means nothing for the Carolina Panthers. Right. At left tackle, they're having a competition between Greg Little and Cam Irving. You know what I'm saying? So we got some options here, man. We got options. I'm going to get into those topics whenever we get to them or whatnot. But I really want to get into the phones, man, because I know y'all have a lot of things y'all want to say. Let me check on these supers real fast because y'all fired, man. LM Lazo. I don't even know what A's are. He sent me 5 A's. What is that? Austrian coins? International Voch. Can we see your reaction if Dallas drafts Kwity Paye at 10? Nah. I don't even want to manifest that. Adrian Lindsay dropped the deuce and says, finally, Voch has come back home. Appreciate you, sir. For the deuce in the super chat. What else? And Scott Yak dropped the 5 and says, war chant for Voch, one of the hardest working YouTubers. Indeed, man. So how this is going to work, like this is my last live stream before I move to the new compound. So I kind of got like 5 videos just in the tuck. So when you watch those videos, they will be the ghost of Voch speaking to y'all. It won't be me because I spoke on those videos already. But those videos are going to be videos that come out, just around this time anyway. They're going to be player rankings. I got 3 videos on that. I didn't feel like everybody needed to be player ranked, but we broke down O-line, we broke down corners, and we broke down edge guys. I thought those were interesting conversations. I got a mock draft for y'all, and then I have a map to Kyle Pitts. Those are going to be the videos I'm going to be dropping while I'm gone. And then when I come back, which is going to be the Monday of the 19th or so, that's when we going to boogie. Now, let's get into the phones. We got a lot of people on the phones. Y'all got stuff to say today. Let's get DJ on the phone first. Then we'll go Brandon. Then we'll go G from Miami. DJ, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Voch? How you doing? Number one, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. I can hear you very well, sir. Appreciate you for all the contributions that you put through on the channel, my channel, brother Jeff channel, all the other channels in YouTube Nation, man. We all appreciate you, sir, man. Salute.
Absolutely. Just know I saved that for like 6 months, so you're not going to see any for a little bit. So I can do that, but I got you, brother. I got you.
Appreciate you, sir. What you got for the show?
Hey, well, number one, this whole notion of like, because you've been on that pitch on my pitch train for a while now, you got people to come around. You got people to come around on the thought of having pitch, but now people are on too much on the other way, wanting to trade up for it. And I hit you on Twitter earlier saying, if you're trading up to get Pitts, that's diluting the brick. You're putting baking soda in the brick and losing other bricks to do it. I don't like that idea whatsoever.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if one thing I've been wanting to ask you is, if you get Pitts, how do you see the rest of the draft playing out? Like, because obviously you need D-tackle, we need safety, we need linebacker, we need the whole nine. How would you play that for the rest of the draft from that point forward, considering that you went offense first?
If we get Kyle Pitts, we can draft long snappers, kickers, and punters for the rest of the draft. It won't even matter. It don't even matter. You won't hear a gripe out of me. But this is what I want the anti-Pitts crowd to understand. It's not that we want Pitts just because some PFF metric or some goofy little analytic thing. You know what I'm saying? I look at Pitts as one of the best players in the draft. And I think where the Cowboys are blessed in this situation in particular is the players that we need happen to be positions that are valued later in the draft. So people that like Christian Barmore a whole bunch, he's not a top 10 guy. He's going to be way later in the back. Marvin Wilson going to be in the back. Richie Grant going to be a little bit in the back somewhere. So you can literally get whoever you want at 10, and you can still get safety 1 if you want to, or safety 2 if you want to, or cornerback 5 if you want to, D-tackle 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So you can still fix your defense drafting whoever the hell you want 10th overall. Like it's not gonna hit you in that way. Like Lordy, we took Kyle Pitts, now we ain't got nothing else. It's not gonna work in that way. The same place that you got your starting cornerback last year, you can get a starting cornerback this year in that same spot. They're not gonna be as good as the guy you can get at 10, but the player that we got at 10 is a gangster. So just live with the gangster that you got.
Well, and see, that's my thing too, is that the people that are out there saying don't draft Pitts, but draft draft Pat Surtain, draft somebody like that, he smoked the dude that you wanted to be drafted at 10 instead of Pitts. That's my whole thing. I was like, he smoked every single one that anybody's talking about drafting at 10 since Caleb Foley's falling off. J.C. Horn, Pat Surtain, Kelvin Joseph, whoever it may be, he smoked all of them. Why would you pass up on that dude? Oh, go ahead.
If Chase Young was in this draft, you got to look at Rashawn Slater and be like, hey, man, look, I love Chase Young, but look at what Rashawn Slater did to him. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like that. Exactly. So I 100% feel what you're saying, man. Go ahead.
But, yeah, so he smoked that dude. On top of that, how do you cover him? Because you got him, it's not just, it's a draft show, but, considering the Cowboys, how do you cover him when he's, you got Amari outside, you got Michael Gallup, you got CD, you got all those people. Who's covering Pitts in the middle? It's the same thing that Kansas City has with Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and all the speedsters and gangsters that got out all around there. Mm-hmm. If this whole thing is like, oh well, if y'all want to put up 50, but we're going to give up 75. My whole thing, I keep going back to, if our defense just does what they did last year and give up 35, 40 points a game, but we score 50, they go 16-0, so what's the problem?
Sure.
What's the problem?
Sure. Plus, we've already seen the improvements. Well, I mean, we haven't seen it, but, I think we've gotten better simply because Mike Nolan don't exist no more. And I don't think that defense is going to be as – I think that defense being bad last year was just – I don't think that was normal. I think that was an anomaly, man. That wasn't something that's going to happen next year and the year after that. But plus, even if the defense was that bad, if Rain Dakota played, we still go 10-6 in my mind. We went 6-10. We went 6-10 with Andy. I know we could have won 4 more games with that. So I mean, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
For sure.
But DJ, appreciate you though, man. This was a good call, player. I got plenty of them.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll let you get to him, brother.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Sure. One time. I was looking at Jess called in, her number at the bottom. I was like, yes, ma'am, sir. Man, appreciate y'all for calling in. If you want to call into the show, the number's on the screen. It was in the chat box, but it's on the screen, so y'all will be all right. Brandon, you said in my chat box, in my house, in Mama's garden, in these coffins. You said you want to smoke, sir. I don't even know what the hell we about to argue about, but I don't even know what we about to fight about. But let's boogie, sir. What is it that you have smoke for? Where is this smoke coming from?
So Voch, you remember when they brought the Undertaker out in the coffin?
Yes.
Everybody thought he was dead, and then he heard something. And he sat up, eyes wide.
Yes.
That's how I feel I have to be when the conversation switches to we should be inclined to take Kyle Pitts at 10.
Okay.
I need to sit right up. Eyes got to be wide open.
Okay.
Because this isn't the first time that we've seen this movie. This is the third sequel. And, kind of like the Fast and the Furious series, it gets less interesting as it goes on.
So you think that we shouldn't draft Kyle Pitts?
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what you think. Okay, I'm listening. I'm sorry. What was that?
I can be used to this.
What was
I
that?
can be used to this.
I'm sorry, sir. I apologize.
But-
What was that? Okay, so you're saying that we...
this analogy because I'm an analogy guy.
Okay, go ahead.
By saying, I promise I'm not jacking your CeeLo, but I just bought a house.
First of all, congratulations, sir. Let me tell you something, man. Talking to the rental office is way different than like talking to an underwriter. Like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to it.
Come on now.
So
Come on now.
shouts out to you, sir.
And let me tell you how real it is.
Yes.
My house is navy blue, gray, and white.
This motherfucker take this shit serious. I wouldn't dare, but this motherfucker take this shit serious. I wouldn't do it, but this motherfucker take this shit serious. God damn, Carl Lewis. All right, go ahead. Let him know. Let him know how we can find you from the street. Let him know, bro. Oh, that's his house there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So my kitchen has 7 lights in it, right?
God damn. Hold on. Let me count. Wait a minute. I gotta count.
Any lamp in the world.
I gotta count the lights in my
any
kitchen.
lamp in the world, and my kitchen will not get brighter.
3, 4. Brandon, I ain't got 7 lights in my whole apartment right now. You on to something? Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I can buy any lamp in the world. I can go to Target. I can go to Lowe's and get something custom made. It doesn't matter. But my kitchen won't get brighter. I got enough lights in there. You feel what I'm saying?
I see.
That's the Cowboys' offense with Kyle Pitts.
I don't think so, Brandon.
And
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
I don't think so. I think every action has a reaction, And okay, so look, perfect example, right? This is something I've been saying for the past few weeks or so. It's just that Florida wasn't really talented enough to like pull it off or whatever. But Kyle Pitts made Nick Saban play nickel. Made him play dime. He pulled a kid off the sideline I ain't never seen before. It's in my notes, Brandon. Hold on. Let me find the kid name so we could be appropriate here. Okay. Brian Branch, number like 13 or 14. Never seen this kid before at Alabama. Took him off the sideline to go cover Kyle Pitts. And it didn't work, so that's why they had to put some other people on Kyle Pitts to try to see if they can make it work. So if that was the Cowboys in my mind, right? Like if that was Kyle Pitts and the Bengals, you can probably shut down Kyle Pitts for the Bengals. Of course, your light can't get brighter with the Bengals. But I'm looking at my Cowboys, dog. You cannot put a corner on Kyle Pitts because you need to put corners on all these other cats. But if you do put a corner on Kyle Pitts, young Brandon, if you do put a corner on him, that means Michael Gallup get to whoop some civilian. That means you're playing dime and Zeke gets wide open run lanes. You see what I'm saying? It's different. It's different if Kyle Pitts is in Dallas than he would be in Miami or something. You know what I mean? It just won't have the same feel. You know what I mean? As bright as your house is, Brandon, as bright as your crib, yes, if you put another lamp in there, it won't get brighter. But I'm talking about let's put some floodlights in that motherfucker and let's light up the little corners on the side of the refrigerator. You know what I mean? Let's light that shit up. That's overkill. You know? Go ahead.
But here's the thing. Any tight end that we put there will be going against the team's 3rd or 4th cornerback or a linebacker. So any tight end that lines up for Dallas would have the opportunity to shine. You know what I'm saying? Staying on the house analogy, that's like me deciding if I want to buy some regular light bulbs or if I want to get some white-ass LED light bulbs for one of those lights.
So this is my response to that. Which one would you prefer? Michael Gallup going to the Pro Bowl or a Cowboys Super Bowl?
Of course, the Super Bowl.
Here's my logic, right? Mm-hmm. People always talk about they want multiple Pro Bowlers, right? I don't want multiple Pro Bowlers. I just want the wins.
I don't care about Pro Bowlers.
I want the wins.
If we win a Super Bowl, I don't care about Pro Bowls.
If all of my receivers get 7 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown, that's a bad day. Like that's a bad day for Cooper or whatever. Like a regular pedestrian day for Cooper, and it's not worth $20 million a year. But if we put up 42 points, who cares? If we put up 35 to 42 points, who cares? You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Give me the W.
Now, at the beginning of my monologue, I said that we've seen this movie before. Take a seat. Put on your best Trinidad James, and let's rewind back to 2017, back when he was hot. You remember the frenzy, the feeding frenzy that was surrounding O.J. Howard, Evan Ingram, and David Njoku?
Sure.
Okay. That was the first movie in the series. Let's fast forward a little bit from there to 2019. Do you remember the frenzy that surrounded T.J. Hawkinson, Noah Fant, and Irv Smith?
100%.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So all of those guys put up similar production touchdowns to Kyle Pitts. Mm-hmm. And they were touted as mold-breaking at the tight end position. Now, with the exception of the guys drafted in 2019, of course you have like Tyler Eifert, Eric Ebron, Hayden Hurst in 2018, if I remember, he was drafted in the first round. Mm-hmm. But none of those guys ever really reached the potential that was as a result of the hype surrounding them.
Sure.
Because, tight ends generally take like to their third year to develop and take that next step.
I got 3 retorts for that. One,
okay.
You always get better on the next version. The very first car that went 0 to 60, it didn't have all of the kinks worked out. It was impressive, but it didn't have all the shit worked out. Then now there's this next list of cars that can go 0 to 60, and we go, hey, that car, that's impressive. They can go 0 to 60, but it still ain't all worked out. Now you can get a regular ass Tesla to go from 0 to 60. The game is always going to get better. Some player is going to get inspired by Kyle Pitts, and now they're going to be the new 0 to 60 player. Last year we had Isaiah Simmons. We haven't seen a player that can play edge, safety, and linebacker. Now we got 3 players in this draft alone that can play edge, safety, and linebacker. I just think you have to constantly build on top of your product. You know what I mean? My second retort to that, yes, those tight ends were mold breaking at the time, but them hoes ain't breaking the mold like Kyle Pitts. My third retort, ain't none of them kids got Dak Prescott, Brandon. Come on now, Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
I tell you that's right.
Come on now.
I tell you that's right.
Come on now. Plus, all of the best Super Bowl winners got great tight ends. We got a good tight end. Somebody hit me on the social media machine, right? They was like, Voch, why do we need Kyle Pitts? We got a pretty good tight end. We got pretty solid guys with solid length and solid speed. I'm like, I like overkill. And what he said to me was, that's like me saying, I'm going into a gunfight with no gun, but I got this sword. But I got it because it's kind of sharp and the length is kind of good. No, I want to bring every advantage I can bring to this fight because I'm going to keep harping on this. Offense wins championships. Let me tell you how I know. Because the Kansas City Chiefs just got beat in the Super Bowl. They didn't go get a whole bunch of people on defense. They upped that offensive line because that was their problem. So in my mind, and look, you can shout the Buccaneers out all you want to. The top 4 teams in the damn playoff race, they're all offensive heavy teams. You need to be able to score. I don't think you're ever going to be able to stop Pat Mahomes because Dak ain't going to be better than Pat Mahomes. Pat is going to whoop whatever defense he lines up in front of. What we got to do is give Ryan Dakota Prescott, who's already a top 3 quarterback in my opinion, what we got to do is give him every opportunity to be better than his opponent. That's what I think we do with Kyle Pitts, Brandon.
So don't you do that by protecting him a little bit more.
Now see, Brandon. Now see, I'm
Penei Sewell over translator.
I'm glad you say that, Brandon, because these things kind of work in order, right? You know what I mean? Peanut butter jelly sandwich, you put the jelly on it before you close it. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think that I'm just all in on Kyle Pitts. Just like DJ called and said earlier, there was some Rudy Poos on the social media machine that was like, but Voch, let's trade up and go get Kyle Pitts. It ain't special if you trade up and get Kyle Pitts because you lose some of your resources to do it. It's special if you acquire Kyle Pitts. But let me just riddle you this. Let me just run this by you, right? Let's just chop this fable up a little bit. If you don't get Kyle Pitts, I'm not losing sleep. If Kyle Pitts is gone and them quarterbacks is gone, I'm about to get Rashawn Slater, or I'm about to get Penei Sewell, or I'm about to get J.C. Horn. I feel good about whoever I pick. It's just that I feel really good if it's Kyle Pitts. You see what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, I would be like, okay, fine, I can deal with it. But it ain't gonna taste the same as if I get Rashawn Slater, or if I get like J.C. Horn, or begrudgingly Pat Surtain.
Understood. But that's the nature of the draft, though. We should have lost more games, Brandon. That's just the nature of the draft.
Man, look, don't even get me started on that.
But anyway,
get me started on that.
Brandon, I got a gang. Listen, man, I got a gang of callers. I would love to just sit here and let you filibuster all day. But I want you to do me a favor, though, Brandon. This is what I want you to do. First of all,
Yes, sir.
I want you to go to your brand new kitchen. I'm very proud of you, by the way, sir. And I want you to turn those lights on. Flip that light switch on, right? And I want you to let those lights run for 24 hours, okay? I want you to make an invoice for the light bill for that day and send it to Voch, right? Send it to Voch so I can help you pay that light bill off. But I want you to keep those lights on. Let them light bulbs get real hot, right? I want them light bulbs to get steaming. Leave them on, Brandon. Then I want you to take one of those barbecue gloves, one of those heat repelling barbecue gloves. I want you to take out one of those flashlights, one of those light bulbs, and I want you to shine it up real nice, Brandon. I want you to shine it up real nice while it's still steaming nice and hot. You break it over your sink while it's sharp and hot. You turn that sumbitch sideways, and you stick it straight up your candy. If you smell what Voch is cooking. Thank you, sir. Brandon, you're going to be tuned into the live draft show, right, sir?
Come on now, is that even a question?
Thursday,
Is
Friday.
that even in your notepad?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, sir. Appreciate you. Salute.
Of course. Peace.
Oh, man, that's how we book it. That is Brandon from Frankly Football. He's one half of it, Frankly Football, on YouTube. Go search him. Check him out. He has some really good stuff, some really good points over there. So go over there, check that. That's how you talk to him, man. What y'all want me to do, man? We got to let these calls move a little quicker, man. We got 11 people on the phone. We're going to get to all y'all, man, because that's what we do here. Let's go to Nick Gash and see what he's talking about. What's up, brother Nick?
How you doing, Voch? It's been a while.
You 18 yet? You 18 yet?
I'm 17 and a half. We're getting there.
You
Very slow trickle.
Yeah, man, you got a little bass in your voice because I just turned 29 last month. So that means you should be 18 soon. So, yeah. Shit.
We'll go with that. But
time fly. Go ahead.
I'm keeping up with your Twitter. We're on the pitch train finally.
Okay.
And I'm happy to see it because I've been on the pitch train. I was at least there like 2 weeks before you, but hey, we welcome everybody on the pitch train because this man is not generational, but he's close. He's getting there. Unlike anybody we've ever seen before. Now,
Nick, you follow my show very closely. You know I'm very stingy with players that I call generational. You know I rarely call generational. And let me say this because I got 400.
Chase Young generational.
Chase Young is not generational. And just let me explain. I got 497 people watching right now. Some people might be new. I think people throw around the term generational too much. In order for you to be generational, there needs to be a whole nother generation before there's a player like you. Chase Young is not generational because Myles Garrett and the Bosa children weren't that long ago besides him. You see what I'm saying? So he may be a different kind of build, but he's not generational. Penei Sewell is not generational. Tristan Wirfs was just last year. Kyle Pitts is generational to me, and I don't call nobody generational. Generational. We haven't even seen a tight end like damn Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? It don't even exist.
Right.
Go ahead, Nick Gash. I'm sorry.
I mean, he's crazy. He's crazy. And people try and compare him to Darren Waller all the time. And I say, you can't compare him to Darren Waller because what he does is different from Darren Waller. He can be a receiver. He can be a blocker.
Yes.
He can do tons of things. personally, if I was making a big board today, and I just disregarded all of my grades and just went off who I liked, Zach Wilson would be number 1, Kyle Pitts would be number 2, because that man can do a lot.
Sure.
And I don't think he's going to be there at Dallas at 10, but obviously you called CeeDee Lamb last year, so I'm never going to count it out. But what I love about this Sam Darnold trade is if the Panthers are stupid enough to not draft a quarterback.
Then wait a minute, time out. Can I guess? You're
go ahead.
Because you're a Broncos fan and you don't want Carolina to take your guy. I agree. As a Cowboys fan, I would hate missing out on Kyle Pitts if Carolina did it. But if they don't want to take a quarterback, that means I can get a quarterback at my slot. That means I can trade back and get more picks. You being a Broncos fan, you want what you want, like Trey Lance on your team or whatever? You're a Trey Lance guy?
Let me finish this picture for you, Voch.
Go ahead, sir.
I need the 49ers to take Mac Jones.
Got to happen, yes.
I need the Falcons to take Justin Fields or Kyle Pitts because, it's my team. I'd love to see Pitts fall for your benefit and to see another compilation of Cowboys reactions when they call CeeDee Lamb at 17. But I need the Falcons to not take Trey Lance.
Okay.
Then we got 6, 7, both probably receivers, or 5, 6, 7 are probably going to be receivers or Penei Sewell.
Sure.
I need the Panthers to draft either Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater at 8. Mm-hmm. And guess who's sitting there at 9 for Denver to take? It's Trey Lance. And oh my God, that'd be my Christmas. I'm hoping and praying for a new franchise quarterback because we need it, and Trey Lance would be that guy.
Indeed, sir. If the quarterback, because I don't know why people are mocking everybody but a quarterback to Denver. I don't see the whole Drew Lock thing. I just don't understand it. So when I see people like mock Surtain there, or they mock Pitts there, or they mock one of the offensive linemen, I get it, but they're mocking those guys there as if Denver got the quarterback situation locked up, and I don't think Drew Lock is the guy. Plus, if you're going to get a quarterback, get him in this class because the next two classes look, they looking a little iffy there.
And personally, like if I was drafting for the Broncos at 9 and all of those big 4 quarterbacks were gone, I'd take JOK. That guy's crazy and he'd be a great fit in our defense. But if one of those big 4 guys is available, which very likely now that Carolina took Sam Darnold, because we know teams do stupid things in the draft.
Sure.
Trey Lance is all mine. I would grab that jersey on the first day that it came out.
Sure.
I think the thing with Trey Lance is, like, I didn't love him when I first watched him, but I watched him again, and I noticed as his mechanics are better, his accuracy is better. And if you can figure out his mechanics and make them better, his accuracy is going to be great, and he's going to be sky-high potential for you. And I think, we're not the greatest at drafting and developing quarterbacks that we've seen the last couple of years, but I feel like if we commit to Trey Lance in the first round, because that's been Denver's big problem. We haven't committed to a quarterback in the first round unless it's Paxton Lynch, who's not worth drafting or trading up even for the 26th pick. We need to commit to a guy in the top 10, and being that Trey Lance, I'd be ecstatic. I don't want Mac Jones to the Broncos. Nope. I don't want Justin Fields. I would want Trey Lance or Zach Wilson, and Zach Wilson's not going to happen, so give me Lance.
Sure. Indeed.
That's just
Go ahead.
It's just my point of view, and I think I'm pretty rigid with it, but things are changing. It's getting pretty dicey as we get into April, and hopefully we can get as much right as we can and move on. Teams are going to draft stupid. If Mac Jones goes 3, I'm going to be laughing, and we'll see. And
you know what? That's something that I don't think people are. And listen, man, I'm not some know-it-all, man. Some people look at my confidence and they just think I'm just some cocky bastard. Nah, I just believe what I say when I say it. I'm very confident in what I say when I say it. When I tell you that these NFL teams suck at drafting, this isn't just me propping myself up like I'm great. You know what I mean? But Cincinnati may actually not take offensive linemen. You see what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. Like that could happen. You know what I mean? So what we need is a series of picks to kind of just go our way. Like I'm looking at the Falcons. The Falcons should probably go defense or something. But if they go quarterback, fine. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Like we just need a series of weird things to happen in order for us to get the guys that we want. So when y'all hop on my social media machines, you be like, but Voch, Kyle Pitts will never make it past Miami. I just simply want to be like, he might. I'm not saying that he won't. He possibly could do so. He definitely could. Nick Gashler, plug your YouTube channel because you seem to be a little more active. You even dropped the video today, sir. Tell the people where to find you.
Yes, sir. I'm writing it down right now. It's Gashler's Draft Network. That is my YouTube channel. My Instagram is at GDN Scouting. If any of you guys have Instagram, I encourage you to follow it. We have scouting reports. We have mock drafts. Positional rankings are starting to come out every single day. New stuff is coming out every single day. I'm trying to get this April's content packed as possible, and try and just keep marketing and getting my name out there. Additionally, one more thing, if you are interested, I have for the audience, I have a kind of like a magazine or more of like a draft guide. I have scouting reports on 100 guys. I have mock drafts. I have positional rankings, my big board, and looks ahead on 2022 guys. If you are interested in that, please let me know. I'll plug the ways to contact me to get this said material here. And hopefully, if you're interested, please let me know. So
is it free? Are you selling it for money?
Yeah, I'm selling it for money. It's $10, but it's please trust me when I say this. It is 100% worth it. I've put all of the time that I've spent looking at players, scouting players from December till now into this, and please let me know. Please let me know if you want it and contact me. I'll put my email and my links down in the comments.
Hit my Twitter machine and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna buy one from you and see if I can get it posted up on my comments or whatever. All right, appreciate it, man.
Thank you much.
Nick Gashler, ladies and gentlemen, the young protege. Now he wanted to wait until he like 17 and shit before he started doing shit like this. I told him that he should have been doing this when he was like 15, when he was first calling my show, when he was 14, and he didn't have bass in his voice. He was looking like the Home Alone kid. I was like, now you need to sell this, because when people be like, oh, that dude 14 and he know his draft shit like that, let me listen to him. But now that he's like grown and shit, people like, oh, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like even when I was like 23, like old football heads be like, yo, Voch, you got knowledge, man, for a young cat, salute. Like I had a little, like I was a, you know what I mean? Like I was a little maverick back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm 29 now, and nobody cares. Nobody cares that I know football. I'm just an old dude that analyzes a grown men playing games on grass. Yeah, Nick Gashler's gonna plug it. Let me pin this in the chat for y'all. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. If y'all want to support Nick Gashler, that's how you do it. It's at the top of the chat there. I thought I pinned it. I hope it pins. Yeah, I'm gonna pin this to the. There it goes. So if y'all want to get hands on Nick Gashler's draft guide, say that shit 5 times fast. My God, Nick's draft guide. Goddamn it! If you want to get hands on that, I put all his information at the top. Go over there, check his stuff out, and you can hit his channel link and go check out his information. All right, there we go. Let's get into the phones again. Let's hear from G from Miami. See what he's talking about. G from Miami, what's up, sir?
Yo, what's up?
What's good, my guy? Cooling.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more awake, or not as high.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You still, you sound the same, sir. You ain't gotta lie to me. The hell you won't. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, man. I'm gonna start off this show by saying I'm glad we put in that like Mac Jones over to a talk the rest, because Voch, you was smoking something crazy when you was hyping that up on Twitter. And
I still believe that shit.
I'm glad y'all see his pro day. But Voch, Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle says that they like Mac Jones throwing it to them. Man, it was just trying to hype that boy's
Mac Jones about to be taken 3rd overall. Tua ain't do that, so shit. So now what?
But let me get into the actual serious matter of the show. Voch, man, like this is the most stressful draft I could say from being a Dolphins fan in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? This was definitely the most stressful draft, because last year was stressful, but when Tua got hurt, it was like, okay, it was more of a realistic possibility that we'll snatch him up. This year, we could potentially at number 6 be seeing, when it gets to our pick, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, and Kyle Pitts still on the board, potentially.
Yeah.
And at that point, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore because my heart was always either Devontae Smith or Kyle Pitts. But when Jamar Chase runs a 4.39 on his pro day, and then his whole thing was, oh, man, that's Jamar Chase. He's kind of like a small, big body receiver. He runs good routes, but he's kind of slow. But then he runs a 4.39, and then you have Devontae Smith. You have that unicorn Kyle Pitts. Like, I don't know. You got to help me make up my mind, bro. You haven't dropped the wide receiver rankings. I'm, like, panicking over here.
I'm not going to drop them shits because I don't care about wide receiver enough this year. But as a Dolphins fan, you ain't got nothing to panic about. You playing with House's money. You got this pick through the damn Texans. This ain't even your pick. You can pick whoever the hell you want. You'll be right.
That's a fact. But I want this to go so smooth because, like, low-key, Voch, man, I've been running this, like, crazy scenario in my head, right? Say, okay, boom, we at number 6, man. We draft Kyle Pitts. Now, this involves the Dallas Cowboys. I know you're a Cowboys fan. Once you, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, sees, oh, man, the Dolphins drafted Kyle Pitts, all of a sudden you're like, number 10, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do with that. So if I'm Miami, right, and I call up Dallas, right, and I say, okay, pick 18, swap it for 10 for this year's third and next year's third, would you say yes? If Kyle Pitts is off the board.
No, sir.
So so you're going to go from 10 to 18.
No, sir.
Even with how heavy back end this draft is, because you've been saying since December that the draft gets better as you get to like the teens.
No, sir.
And the early 20s. You still wouldn't do it.
No, sir.
Okay, what if you throw in a second? This year's second, next year's third.
No, sir.
What if you throw this year's second, next year's second?
No.
You do it?
No, sir. I need a first. If I'm trading back, I want your first. If I'm not getting a first, then I'm gonna get one of these elite players at the top. And that's what it comes down to. Oh shit, we got Cash Cow. Hold on, wait a minute, time. Wait. He got wait, time out. We got Cash Cow. Wait. I got my shit pulled up. Hold on, don't go. Wait.
Fuck it. I ain't tryna eat no IHOP. Bitch, when I'm in town, you could put that lobster out.
Shouts out to Cash Cow. No, sir. Because
no, we're talking about a pick swap. We're not talking about you give us.
I feel
10.
you.
We're talking about you go from 10 to 18.
I understand. The problem is that I feel really highly about Slater, really highly about Sewell, and really highly about J.C. Horn. That's my problem. So you're asking me to trade. You're asking me to trade away from those dudes to be in Quiddy Pay territory. Yeah, I would get an extra pick, but I would prefer to get the players that I would consider elite. There's not a lot of elite players in this draft, so I don't want to trade away from the elite ones unless I'm getting the first round next year. If I'm not getting the first round next year, I'm just going to take Slater, Sewell, or Horn and move on with my life.
So let's say Sewell and Slater somehow both go before.
Oh, wait, time out. Hey, go let Kobe out. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You good. Let's say Sewell and Slater both go before pick 10. And there's a chance that even if you don't get J.C. Horn, you can still get that kid from Kentucky at 18. You still wouldn't do it.
Oh, why are you trying to get rid of your pick so bad? You know, and that's my whole thing about trading down. Teams think that trading down happens. No, other teams trade up. That means you're calling me and saying, yo, Voch, I don't want this pick. Will you come pick at this pick? Because I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? I
have the plan, boss. I have the plan. See, what I was going to do if you would hypothetically say yes. I was going to trade up from 18.
Hold on, wait. Time out. Kobe at the door. Will you let Kobe out, please? Will you please let Kobe out? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my okay. Thank you. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You good. I was going to go from 18, jump all the way to number 10, and snatch a Jalen Waddle.
Okay.
Now you're talking about a first round grab of Kyle Pitts and Jalen Waddle. Who's guarding both of those on the same field?
That's Madden, fam. You trying to play Madden? That's what you trying to play Madden. You trying to keep you trying to get 2 top 10 picks. That's what you're trying to do. G from Miami.
That's essentially what I'm trying to do.
Because you can't decide.
Exactly what I'm trying to do.
No.
That's exactly what I'm trying to. Because let's think about it like this: if Devontae falls past number 10, right? You know what I'm saying? The reason why they say Devontae at 6 is because Devontae could potentially fall past 10. Then that means we would trade up for him. So if you were to get a combination of Kyle Pitts and Devontae Smith, or Jamar Chase and Devontae Smith, that would just be broken. That's unrealistic. I try to aim for something a little bit more realistic. Now, Kyle Pitts at number 6, trade up, get Jalen Waddle at 10. Sure, that means we don't have Najee Harris or Travis Etienne. We don't have another running back to get in the first round, but it's whatever. Running backs, you can find them in the second or third. I need you to pick up that phone and say yes if you was a hypothetical GM, Voch.
I can't do it because I'm hypothetically taking the best player on the board, which is one of those offensive linemen or the corner from South Carolina. Hey, what you think this is? What you think I'm doing this for nothing? Come on,
you sure you won't take Greg Russo, bro?
Why would yo, G from Miami, appreciate you, man. It was a good call, my guy. About to get you up out of here. I got callers.
Yo, wait. Greg is not getting drafted first round, bro. Like,
he shouldn't go first round, but somebody's gonna do it.
Man, you know me, I'm a Miami.
I just hung up on you, man. I just hung up on you, G. I just hung up on you, G. don't try to add conversation while I'm trying to hang up on. I got callers. Appreciate you, man. Hey, you gonna be gonna be tuned in to the live draft party on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Of course.
All right, man. When the Dolphins pick twice, call in, and I'm gonna get your thoughts and opinions, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. All right, boss.
Yes, sir. Oh man. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Drummer Cam.
Hey, Voch, it's been a minute.
You remember when Myles Garrett took his helmet and he hit Mason Rudolph upside the head?
Yeah, I did.
Nobody wants to be that guy. Don't worry about it. What you got for the show, Drummer Cam? What's good, man? What's good, man?
Oh man. Hey, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks nasty.
Indeed.
That seriously. If we get Kyle Pitts, look, if he's on the board, I'm taking him. However, my only exception to that is if somebody wants to give up the bag in the future for tomorrow. But honestly, Kyle Pitts. Can you imagine? Kyle Pitts, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper. Like, oh my God, him in the slot, dangerous. And my question is, which tight end are you going to give up?
Look, they all can sit down. They all can have a seat, honestly. And honestly, I don't even want to give them up. Like, they ain't got to go nowhere because we still need Dalton to do some blocking duty. And, Jarwin can do wide receiver 2 things. Like, if we want to go into an ace empty type formation, we get 2 tight ends, 3 receivers. I mean, we could do that. But in terms of, like, is somebody going to make Kyle Pitts sit down? Man, please. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Okay. All right, because I like Blake Bell. He showed out last year. I mean, he had some really good moments, and Dalton Schultz stepped up big time. And then you get Jarwin back, and then you have Kyle Pitts. Get out of here.
Indeed, I agree. And it took me going back watching film, thinking like a coach for me to change my mind, because I wasn't always on board with this, right? Because I wasn't draft tight end guy at first. That wasn't my bag at first, but I thought about it in context of, okay, what if he was on my team? And it's different. It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
Man. It's a different conversation.
Yeah. I started watching him. Started look. I haven't done a ton of digging. I've just been watching you on Twitter, like, calling some guys out. I'm like, all right. So I started watching some stuff on Kyle Pitts. I was like, I want him because I see so much opportunity. I mean, you can break out Zeke, and if you need dump passes, he is so physical. Man, he made college kids look like a joke, and that college is one thing, NFL is another. but I definitely see a transferable skill set. The way that he runs, the way that he moves, the way that he's got all of that power. That man is stacked. He will. If you put a CB on him like a third string, he's gonna make you look stupid.
Sure.
You're gonna have to put a 1-2 on him, and when you're going against the Dallas Cowboys, somebody's gonna be open. Like that's a definite fourth threat on our team, 100%. And the fact that if you're saying we don't have to give up any team, any other guys, hey man, I'm 100% down for this pick. Best man aboard.
And the best thing about it, and look, the best thing about it, on day 2, we got 3 more top 100 picks, so you can do whatever you want to do with them. You can do whatever.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
We can't lose.
Everybody's hating on Stephen Jones. Everybody's hating on these guys, and I'm like, Stephen Jones is doing his motherfucking job, about to lay the smackdown on your candy ass.
Wait a minute, dog. Why you gotta say it like that, man? Why you gotta say it like that, Drummer Cam? Wait, Drummer Cam, whose ass is you laying the smackdown on? It doesn't matter whose ass you laying the smackdown on.
You got it. We got him.
My bad, dog. I'm tripping. Drummer Cam, what else you got for the show? I got so many callers, man. But this is a good ass call.
Yeah, man, that's it. I appreciate it, man.
Are you going to be tuned in? Appreciate you, man. You going to be tuned in to the live draft show that we doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Already know. You already know.
Appreciate you, my guy, Drummer Cam. See you then.
Later, man.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I have taken this thing so seriously, bro, and a lot of y'all don't even know. First of all, let's just talk about some of the things that y'all don't even know. There is such an inside joke amongst me and a couple people in my chat box, and that day it was 500 or so people live, and I think on that video it got like 4,000 like miscellaneous views. So I know everybody don't know who Cash Kai is. Everybody don't know what we mean when we say don't be Mason Rudolph. Can you let Kobe out, please? Like they don't know what that means. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of the inside joke. If you confused on the whole Bill Cosby, then you just lost. You just lost. Shouts out to you. But in terms of the whole draft show last year, right? My computer crapped out so bad. My little crappy refurbished 2012 MacBook Pro, that bitch crashed out on me so bad because I was trying to do so much, man. I was trying to get people on the phones. I was trying to get like a Zoom call going. I was trying to run the stream. I kept having to reset. I was trying to look at the live update on the feed and my little computer couldn't handle it. But we got this. Hold on. Let me make sure my OBS good. We got this big ass rig here that Spider-Man, Killmonger, and Tupac holding down, and we gonna be straight. We gonna be straight. It ain't gonna crap out this time. Bet my computer, bet my technology won't crap out this time. Monkey ass. What's wrong with y'all? Let's boogie, man. Let's boogie, man. First of all, I'm ignorant as hell, right? Something that's so fly about my Funko Pop situations. Like I got Spider-Man upside down in the damn in the case. I deserve credit for that. I deserve credit for having Killmonger and Spider-Man upside down. Whatever. Let's get back to the phones, man. Let me where my phones at, man? Be sure to tune in to my live draft show, man. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a goodie. Last year was fun. Find your spot and get in. Let's see what Jess talking about. What's happening, Jess?
What's up, Al?
You so Jess, do you like IHOP?
Do I like IHOP?
Yeah, do you like IHOP? Do you like to eat at IHOP?
Sure. Yeah.
What you like to get from IHOP?
I normally when I go, I get those pancakes.
Really? Like if you go in January, like they refill the pancake, like it's unlimited pancake. Now I'm big as hell, so I just can't be going to IHOP when they got unlimited pancakes because I just keep sitting there all day just eating the damn pancakes. You know what I'm saying? I just you know what I'm saying? But in draft season, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't eat no IHOP. You know what I'm saying? I got to get lobster during draft season. You know what I'm saying? All right, Jess. I'm sorry. What you got for the show? I'm sorry, Jess. What you got? I'm not setting you up, Jess. I'm not gonna hit the button on you and nothing. I'm not gonna say it don't matter. I was just trying to see if you ate IHOP and you and we do eat IHOP, so I guess we cool. But what you got for the show?
With the draft,
right?
Everybody's talking about kids and horn and all this is got. Like I always been saying about Vouchy. Okay, is that we need some depth, OT depth.
Right.
And defensive depth.
Right.
The CB, the safety, DT to help with Tank and Randy.
Hell
we need
yeah.
that third in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So when they try to put the double on them, they can't double all three.
They can't.
They won't be able to double all three.
Right.
And change up our plays. And once this draft gets to going, we get these pieces in there.
Right.
Let's go get six, man. Everybody stay positive. We gonna get who we gonna get. Ain't no use to nobody come out, oh, this, that. All we got to do is just sit back, let the owners do that, what they gonna do.
Right.
And just see what the colors gonna be like.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see what the colors are.
And we gonna come and then what they said, let's go taste the rainbows and get that trophy number 6 and that ring number 6.
So what color is it going to be if we draft tight end on draft night? Like, what color is it going to be then? Because I'm just trying to figure out what do colors mean. I'm trying to figure out what that means.
Blue, silver, and white, baby.
Okay.
DC for life.
100%. I feel you. What else you got for the show? Did you have something else?
No, I like how to say is stay positive, keep our heads up, and I'm ready for draft to see what's going to be. What those magical pieces going to be looking like.
Just be smiling and giggling when she get on the phone with me, man. I don't know how to take it, man, but hey, Jess, thank you so much. I appreciate your insight. Tune into the draft show that I'm going to do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of the draft and whatnot. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Jess was having none of my nonsense. Jeff was not having any of my nonsense. You understand? None of my nonsense. Let me see. Hey, oh, that's fire. That's fire. Let me see. Particle falls. Let me scroll up and see. Particle falls. You say you a young receiver and my videos help you out. Call in. They help you understand stuff. Particle falls. Call in. So we can ask you some questions, sir. I like to get a beat on my demographic. Call in so we can holler at you, man. And tell me area code when you get there. Let's talk to DJ 100 Grand and see what he's talking about. What's good, my guy?
Chilling, man. Listen, man. If Kyle Pitts is there, we ain't got no choice but to take the man.
What the hell else we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Damn. I'll be damned if the Eagles or the Giants get Kyle Pitts. Are you crazy? And we gotta play him twice? Are you dumb?
If Kyle Pitts on the board and we don't take him, I'm calling the police because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I'll be damned if I have Jalen Smith or Van Der Esch covering Kyle Pitts. Hell to the no. Hell no.
Right, exactly. We got to draft. Look. Let me tell you something. It's deeper than because look, everybody say we got to draft him, so we ain't got to play him. It's deeper than that. We ain't got nobody that covers that. We ain't got a soul. I can run with that. You goddamn right.
Come on, man. You got to know your team. You got to know your team inside and out. You ain't a Cowboys fan if you know your team. If you sit here and say, oh, we the Cowboys, it don't matter if they draft them. We got the boys. Are you crazy? You got to know your team.
Fair.
We know our weaknesses. What we sit here and say. Jalen Smith too slow. Van Der Esch always get hurt. But then you want to say, if they get Kyle Pitts, it really don't matter.
Shit.
What type of fan are you?
Let him know, dog. Let him know, dog. Yeah.
Come on, man. Look, it's not the draft is not just about getting good players. Sometimes in the draft you gotta play defense, baby. I'll play defense.
Man, listen, look, let me say something. There's no better defensive move in the draft than to take away the best offensive players so you ain't gotta play against them. There's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than that. Fair enough, DJ 100 grand.
Thank you. And another thing that does that helps out the defense because now we could play slow ball on offense, or we could go fast.
Sure.
You telling me that don't help out the defense?
Sure.
You telling me, Zeke last year he fumbled the ball, he wasn't good. Well, put Kyle Pitts on the field and see how Zeke do this year.
Dan Quinn got all the free agents. Kellen Moore can at least get the 10th overall pick. At least.
Thank you.
At least.
The rest of the draft gonna be defense anyway. Come
Fair.
on, man. Let Kevin Moore get his toys.
Fair enough, my guy.
Man.
What else you got for the show?
Let's have the best offense in the league. Come on, man.
That's what we got to do, man. We got to fight Pat, man. We got to be ready to fight Pat. So we just got to have overkill. You know what I'm saying? We got to have it.
Dak can't run that well. If it happens, let's say he can't. What has he not had? A good tight end.
Yeah.
Let's see how that boy worked with a good tight end.
Yeah.
Voch?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Nah, you ain't wrong.
Tell me what tight end Dak had.
We ain't trying to IHOP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what though? Let me just shout Cash Cow out one more time. That should be a metaphor for how we feel about the tight end position. Because like Blake Jarwin, cool. Dalton Schultz, cool. But that's like IHOP. IHOP is cool. We want the lobster. Kyle Pitts is the lobster. We want the luxury. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I'm talking.
Everybody got mad at Golden State. Everybody got mad. Oh, they got all the shooters. They scored all the points. They was winning all the goddamn chips. I'm trying to be Golden State, goddammit, okay? I'm trying to be Golden State.
Ooh, 100 grand. I would love to hear your response. Everybody know what I'm going to say. But Nick Stroh in the chat box says, bruh, Dak had Witten. What is your response to that, sir?
Can somebody ban him, please?
No, we ain't got to shoot him. We ain't got to shoot him.
Talking about Jason Witten. This ain't the Tony Romo Jason Witten from 10 years ago, okay? This role broken down Buick Witten. What are you talking about?
Look.
You need to go one time out, fam.
Look.
You must not be a Cowboys fan.
Look, Dak had Witten right before he went to ESPN. He left and went to ESPN. Then he had him right after ESPN. That ain't Jason Witten.
Thank you.
That ain't shit.
That is not Jason Witten.
I
digress.
Go
sit down somewhere with that comment, man. Where the mods at? Do something about that.
No, we're not gonna shoot him. They was just mistaken. They was just mistaken. I just want them to learn a lesson so they don't say it again. I just don't want them out in real life saying crazy shit like that. You know what I mean?
All right. You get a warning shot before the shock and awe comes.
Cause look, Joe Sandberg in the chat box, he had his finger on the button already. He was ready to hit it. Joe don't play at all. Joe, if you put too many punctuation marks on your sentence, Joe will put you in timeout because he called you spamming. You got to be careful with my mods, man. They're a little dangerous in there.
What I'm talking about, Joe. Salute to Joe. He on the move. Salute to Joe.
Shouts out to my shooters, man. Shouts to my shooters.
Man.
What else you got before I get you up out of here?
That's it, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Plug your graphic design business, sir.
Holla at me, people, on Instagram. Graphic. What is it? The Graphic Zone.
What you mean? What is it? What the fuck you mean? What is it?
Voch. Come on, Voch. Don't do me like that.
Okay, my bad.
Don't do me like that.
You just said what?
Voch.
You said,
long days, Voch. Long days. You know what it is, Voch.
Everybody follow me on Twitter. VOCA. Shit, is it Voch Lombardi? Is it underscore? Come on, man. Go ahead. Get your plug out, man. What?
Holla at me on Instagram, people. Holla at me on Instagram. Graphic Zone HD on Instagram if you need those graphics. I got you. Holla at me.
Graphic Zone HD, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate 100 grand. What's the name of it again? It's graphic.
The conference has been locked.
We got 10 people on the phone, and we're gonna get to all of you. Let me rewind here. Catch up on these super chats there. Tegan Wilson dropped a dime in the super chat. Appreciate you. Mullah Day 247. Appreciate you. Drop 5 in there. Did you check out receivers yet? I've watched the receivers. It's just there's not enough of them that inspired me to do a ranking video. But yeah, I've watched them. Sure. I watched plenty of them. I've watched my paper somewhere. But look, this a good thing about wide receiver this year. Like if you look at the top 10 guys and then just look at the Senior Bowl kids, you can get 30 receivers out the way quick because a lot of the top 30 or so guys, they Senior Bowl guys. So if you was around for that, then you caught it. Who else dropped a super? I know somebody else dropped a super. That's all I got. I think that's all I got. My bad, y'all. All right. Let me unpin this in case I got to pin something else. Y'all seen it. And D-Town Tex G dropped a dime in the super chat. There's no way Pitts can live up to this hype at this point. But he's not going to be there at 10. No way. We have to quit getting our hopes up. Well, sir, D-Town Tex G, I'm not here to say that Pitts will be there at 10. That's not my place. I don't know where the hell Pitts going to go. I just don't feel comfortable with you saying that Pitts is not going to be there at 10. That's something we don't have information to. That's some information that we're not privy to, sir. So let's just be cool. And if Pitts on the board and we draft him, don't celebrate with me. Back into the phones. What else we got? Dog, Cash Kai is really a chat box celebrity here, dog. He's really like that's our family, man. That's our little thing that we got, man. This little thing of ours, bro. Like I think like people let their channel get out of control and their chat box just ends up getting kind of silly. But we got shooters in my chat box that kind of keep it clean for the most part. So everybody in the chat, they family and they visitors, you know what I mean? And it's easy to differentiate the family from the visitors than the miscellaneous people that come in with the mess, but they get shot quick anyway. But like, you know, we all know each other, man. We in here saying hey and bye and I got to go to work and I'll be back and all that. I guess it's dope up in here. Voch, what do you rate our Cowboys free agent acquisitions? I mean, come on. I think there's a video I did on that. There's a video somewhere on that. Go check it out. It'll be very time consuming of me to say it now. So go and check that video out. It'll be a lot more productive. So watch this. This is how we're gonna do. We got Rich from New York up next. Terence on deck. AJ the camera technology guy in the hole. Let's boogie. What's up, Rich?
What's going on, man? First and foremost, glad to see you back doing your thing. And I just got 2 points that I wanted to show about 1 point about the Panthers trade up or trade of Sam Darnold. So I remember you said something earlier about how the trade doesn't really affect the draft.
Yes.
If I said that verbatim, you said that, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And I thought about it, and at first I agreed, and I still kind of do, but then I thought about it like this. If the Panthers have Sam Darnold at 8, and you know they figure, you know what, screw it, we could just trade back. I think it puts pressure on the Lions and the Panthers and the Broncos to possibly want to trade back, because now if I guess it depends on how the board falls in specific, but I think that the Panthers are in a prime position to trade back, because now you'll have needy teams like the Patriots or the Bears that will give up a lot for one of these quarterbacks, because one of them will be there after those three, the three main teams, the 49ers, obviously the Jaguars and Jets, get their quarterbacks. You don't know what they're going to do in Atlanta.
Sure.
So 2 quarterbacks might be there. I just think that the Panthers might be more in the market to trade back more than ever now that they got Sam. But nobody knows what they'll do, because a lot of GMs aren't smart.
Yes.
And so I personally think they should trade back now that they got that.
Well, something I think is very important here is I think the acquisition of Sam Darnold was to make it to where they had some insurance in case a quarterback didn't fall to them. I think they were big Mac Jones fans, which is crazy because if Mac Jones goes third overall, I need to either reevaluate who I am at quarterback or Shanahan is a mad genius if he can make it work, whatever. But what makes it interesting is they're protecting themselves in case somebody trades up to 4 and Fields is gone and something happens at 5 and then Lance is gone. That's what I think that they're trying to like, just in case they're out of the quarterback draft race, they have a quarterback they can just fall back on. Because think about this though, right? We're just hearing rumors like 2-3 weeks ago that they were in the race to try to go get Deshaun Watson. And not only get Deshaun Watson, but give away everything to get Deshaun Watson. So they clearly have an idea of trying to get an elite quarterback talent on the team. And I don't think they have that with Sam Darnold simply because look at the compensation that they gave up. You know what I mean? Like they probably did want Sam Darnold because they gave up something to go get him. They gave up, what was it, like a 6, a 2, and a 3 or something like that? They
2 and a 4.
2 and a 4. They gave that up to go get him. So there was some interest, there was some interest in the insurance policy, but they wanted Watson. So they want an elite quarterback. So that brought me to my opening statement of this live stream. If you got Sam Darnold, Justin Fields and Trey Lance on the board and you don't draft them, you an asshole and you deserve to be fired. So what I think they was going to do was I just think they needed some insurance and they was going to go for Mac. But if they can get a clear upgrade guy, which was Fields or Lance, if they can get a clear upgrade guy, then I don't think Darnold would have been in the conversation. I think they don't want to trade up and they think their quarterback's going to be gone. So in my mind, they was holding on to their big picks in my opinion.
Yeah, those are very, very valid points. While you were saying that, I kind of thought, well, what if they just grab Sam Darnold not only for the insurance thing, but what if they still want to try to get Deshaun Watson by adding along Sam Darnold? Let's just say if they really, really wanted to do something like that, along with the first round picks and all of that. What if they are just trying to build more stock? I mean, who knows?
It'll be weird because they gave up all their draft picks for 2 quarterbacks, but I do think that they should still be in the quarterback market at some point because I don't think Sam Darnold is the guy. Now, let's be fair. This is where I could be wrong. Rich, this is where I could be wrong. The Bears looked everybody in the face and said Andy Dalton quarterback 1. So they could. The Panthers could like Andy. I mean, they could like Sam Darnold. We don't know. But just based on what we're projecting on what makes a little bit of sense, I think they got to still look for quarterback in the draft. If not, they're just going to draft some help and, they're going to draft some help and just keep Sam Darnold at quarterback.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Real quick before I go, though, I just want to say for the people who are listening out there who think Kyle Pitts is just not going to be there at 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever, I just got to tell y'all. CeeDee Lamb made it last year at 17, right, Voch? 117.
Right,
and
Voch.
if that's not an indicator that teams don't know what they're doing in the draft, then I don't know what people should be thinking as far as, like, assuming that everybody's going to draft the quote-unquote right way that everybody assumes will happen, because you can't assume anything in the draft. But
what I think it is, though, what I think it is before I hang up on you, I don't think it's a Cowboy issue. I don't think it's just a football sports issue. I just think sometimes people get really comfortable in their pessimism. You know what I'm saying? Like, being optimistic is hard work. You know what I mean? To think something positive or to go and be a go-getter or to try to improve is hard work. It's easy to quit. It's easy to lay down. It's easy to be pessimistic. Oh, this is not going to happen. It's easy to doubt yourself. You know what I mean? So they're just doing what comes natural, which is a natural reaction, which is the easy way out. Voch don't like the easy way out. Voch like the boogie. You understand? You feel me? Thank you for the call, sir. You going to be tuned into the live draft show, right?
Of course, I was there last year, and I'll be there this year, dog.
Wasn't it an incredible stream last year, man? It's going to be even better this year. Appreciate it, Rich.
Be a banger, man. All right, later, man.
Yep. I'm really selling this draft show, man. For anybody that wasn't there last year, I can't even explain how dope it was, bro. I can't even explain. It was one of the better pieces of work I've ever done. It was so good I had to make a highlight show out of it. And I don't do highlight shows because I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy. Who I said was next? Terence up next. AJ the Camera Technology guy on deck. Adrian is in the hole. We're gonna get to everybody, so please stay tuned. These last 7 calls, we're gonna get to all of you. We got Terence up first though. What's up, Terence?
What's up, man? Hey, I'm gonna have to just ask the question and then I'm gonna have to hang up because I got a virtual audition real quick.
What you do? What you auditioning for?
I'm auditioning for a student film right now.
Oh, okay. Whenever it's done, send me the link and me and my people will put some views on it. But go ahead, sir. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let me answer this one question. Okay. Now I'm with the pitch train. I am, but let's take the pitch off real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking like it's gonna fall down at 10. Looks like Rashawn Slater or J.C. Horn. Now, I was thinking about if they decide to take J.C. Horn, it made me feel like that. I think now it's time to invest in this defense.
Sure.
Because it's been times we have done investing in that offensive line and the whole offense, and now with thinking that.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. When it's egregious, like CeeDee Lamb, you go CeeDee Lamb. Kyle Pitts is an egregious best player situation, so you take him. But if Rashawn Slater and J.C. Horn are relatively close in talent and they're relatively close on your board, do I go for need at that point? I would say at that point, I would take J.C. Horn over Rashawn Slater. I would hate it. But I do think Horn.
I would say.
Go ahead.
I was saying. Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying that that if Kyle Pitts wasn't there,
mm-hmm. and
then it's gonna go fall down to Rashawn Slater or J.C. Horn.
Sure.
Me personally, I would love to have both, man. I would love to have both. But
shit, of course.
In my mind though, how the way I was last year, in the beginning of the last season. You know how I was. I was almost on a rampage on that defense. Like I was like trade away Zeke, trade away Jalen. I just said that because I'm just so pissed at the defense, just so pissed. In my mind, it will make me want to go take J.C. Horn and just start on this defense to get this. It's just, man, it's just how the way J.C. is, how the way it's just like my man Cowboy Fan Talk was saying, like he's just like he sounds like an alpha, man. It's just like he's very confident in himself when he plays, and when people just ask him questions, he's like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, them type of guys that, we should definitely need in our team.
This is what look, watch this, T. This is what I don't recommend. You know how like you can watch Hard Knocks and just because you get insight on that player or whatever, you think highly of that guy. I stumbled across JC Horn's YouTube page, and he got up 2 videos. One is
Pro Day.
One of them is a workout video. The other one's just like Pro Day stuff. And listening to that dude talk, I was like, I gotta get this dude on my goddamn team, dog. I just want JC Horn real bad. I agree.
That's how I was like.
Yeah.
Exactly. So okay. Now before I go, what would you rather do? You would still take Rashawn Slater, right?
If it comes down to that, man, Rashawn Slater's higher on my board, but I feel what you're saying. Like, I wouldn't mind taking J.C. Horn in that situation, but don't ask me tough questions like that because I don't know. But yeah, I would say Slater still. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, man. Appreciate it, bro. You have a good one, man.
Yeah, man. Don't forget to let us know how that audition went.
Terrence, oh, yeah, most definitely, man. I'll let you know.
Yes, sir. Terrence, the actor. I'm going to put that in and make him platinum there. Hey, look, for real, though, when I'm done doing football, like, I really badly want to write scripts. I want to write scripts and act scripts out. My favorite kind of movie is like dialogue, man. I love dialogue-heavy movies. All my favorite movies don't have CGI in them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very bare bones when it comes to, like, the kind of movies I like, and I just love dialogue or whatever. Like, whenever I'm retired from YouTube and I'm just podcasting and blogging or whatever, and I come over and talk football every now and then here and there, look out for Voch Lombardi doing these short films. We got supers. Shaq the Vikings fan. He dropped 5 in Super Chat, says Vikings trading up for Sewell or Slater. Bold prediction, what's yours? Cowboys getting Kyle Pitts, Playboy. What you thought this was? What you think we doing this for nothing? And D-Town text G, he says, y'all press the like button for the GOAT Voch Lombardi. Bless, appreciate you. And I'm celebrating with you if we get pissed. No, don't celebrate with me. Don't celebrate with me. No, sir. I'm celebrating with everybody. Look. So what I want to do, I got a dry erase marker board right there next to me. I just kind of want to write down my reaction scenarios, whatever. Like, if we get Surtain, I'm going to be like, all right, cool, good pick. I'm going to give a light little clap. If we get J.C. Horn, I'm going to get up and do a Tiger Woods fist pump and go, we got J.C. Horn. If we get Slater or Sewell, like, I'm going to, like, make a little bit of noise and, like, you know, like, happy, elated noise. If we get Kyle Pitts, I'm going to scream, run through the house, and do a choreographed hum dance on the stream. That's just how life works. All right? That's just how life works, ladies and gentlemen. Just reminding y'all, in case y'all came in a little bit late, this is my last live stream before I move to the new crib. If y'all couldn't tell, my knife block is gone because we're packing this whole thing up, and I'm going over to the new setup. And on the 19th is when I'll be at the new crib, and you know we'll go from there. We'll live stream from there. But I'm gonna be dropping content while I'm not here, while I'm out, while I'm doing other things. Because 1 week is going to be to move, and 1 week is going to be resting because moving is so exhausting. But when I get back to the 19th, we'll be in our new place. Voch, if CeeDee Lamb and Kyle Pitts were both on the board, who would you take? Hey, man, don't ask me a question like that, man. Don't ask me disrespectful questions like that, man. Come on, son. Don't ask me disrespectful questions like that. AJ, the camera technology guy, up next. Adrian on deck, and we'll start to get to these calls we don't recognize. 302 is in the hole. You say O-line every draft, so you say offensive. You say O-line every draft, so who and when this year? I mean, we get Rashawn Slater in the first round. Ain't nothing else for us to talk about. If we don't get Rashawn Slater, then I'm trying to get one of the Alabama kids, one of the interior Alabama kids. Not Leatherwood because he made me sick, but like Deontay Brown, Landon Dickerson. Oh, come on, son. Come on, son. If y'all want to see my my few player rankings that I have out now, because I'm not player ranking everybody, but I got player rankings and a mock draft on my Patreon right now. They get it early, so you can go over there and check that out. The rest of y'all got to see it in a couple days or whatever. But AJ, the camera technology man, let's see what he got to say. What's up, AJ?
Yo, man. Hey, you know if you start writing the script, you know I'm your boy, right?
Oh man, come on. But look, this my only thing that I have no clue about, right? Like, I'm good with like tone and dialogue and all that, but when I study like movies that I like and they start talking about different shots to portray different like cinematographers are different. You know what I'm saying? And it makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like angles and different shots or whatever make the difference. I just want to be responsible for the dialogue and the acting or whatever. So if that's your bag, then let's boogie, sir.
Of course. I actually got I got an idea for a film that's actually based on an old Terry Bradshaw documentary he did called Walking on Dead Fish.
All right. that sounds like
it's a football movie basically that's a documentary that's set around Hurricane Katrina time, and it's basically how football kept the whole community going together.
Okay.
Basically, after Hurricane Katrina and stuff had basically ransacked the entire place.
Football
was anything everybody had.
That sounded like a metaphor for many things, but I'm glad that that's what it is. But go ahead though, AJ. What you got for the show, man?
All right. Well, I ain't got too much, but I got 2 points I wanted to get out. First thing about Kyle Pitts. First thing, it's just like, you know, because this is poker face time, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, and everybody across the NFL, with the exception of course, the Jaguars, Jets, and 49ers, everybody knows what they're going to do.
Right.
But everybody else got their poker face on. But the thing is, you don't go into a poker match, you know, with some kind of idea like what kind of hand you're going to get. First you get your hand, and then you boogie.
Right.
You feel?
100%.
And it's just like, and people sitting here saying, it's like, well, Kyle Pitts ain't going to be there at 10. Well, how do you know? That's about as ridiculous as saying it's like, I ain't going to have an ace this hand, or I ain't going to have a king this hand. It's like, you don't know what you're going to get. So wait till you get your hand, then you boogie. It's like, don't sit there and complain. And by the way, Kyle Pitts, it's like, Kyle Pitts is whatever player the Cowboys are going to get at 10, you're playing with full house kind of potential right there. That's just what you need to be.
Indeed.
You just need to be on that page. Like we're playing with at least a full house at that point.
Indeed, 100%.
There is no player that is going to fall to us at 10 that isn't full house potential to basically put the chips on the table and really boogie.
You know, man, you ever just wanted something so bad you hope you didn't get it? It sounds strange, but like just don't even get it. I don't even want it. Just get it away from it. But then when you get it, you have it. You got it. Man, I want Kyle Pitts on this team so bad, but then I want J.C. Horn on this team so bad, but then I want Rashawn Slater on this team so bad. I don't know what to think, man, but I do feel good knowing that whoever I get at 10 is somebody that I really like, because that's just how the board plays out. So I'm good with that.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
And other point I wanted to get to, this is just something that's been bugging me, so let me fuss with your listeners and stuff for a little bit. People have been talking about like Dan Quinn and other people bringing in their buddies and stuff, and I need people to just shut up on this nonsense, because every successful businessman has brought their people along with them. I'm talking Bill Gates, I'm talking Jeff Bezos, all those guys brought their buddies and stuff along with them.
Sure.
And you don't cook with ingredients you are unfamiliar with. Voch, I know you cook, but you do not cook with ingredients you are not familiar with.
Indeed.
This is why you bring your people along. Voch has told us many times, if ESPN or somebody came to Voch and they said, Voch, you get to control the show, it's in your hands, you get to run the show however you want, you get to bring your people. Voch, who are you bringing?
I'm going to get.
You're bringing your people, right?
I'm going to get Paul Pierce and them strippers that got him fired. That's who I'm going to go get. That's what I'm going to go get. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look. I appreciate the idea of what y'all saying to me when y'all be like, "Yo, Voch, man, you deserve to be on ESPN." But dog, I may want to put my strippers on my Instagram when I'm partying, and ESPN will fire me like they fired Paul Pierce. I want VSPN to be great. You know what I'm saying? This YouTube is my ESPN. So when you see the strippers getting up to let Kobe out, you know what I'm saying? I won't get fired for it. But y'all don't hear me though. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that people bring their people along. So if you it's like you've already started to do it. With Scoutcast, you brought along Jeff Kavanaugh. It's like you got the round table and stuff. You brought your boys. You didn't bring in some outside stranger and stuff. You brought your boys with you.
Yeah. This
is just how it goes. This is the successful business plan. This is how you win. You cook with ingredients that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And then also, just on that same point, I don't hear anybody complain about Jerry Jones bringing his boy Jimmy Johnson with him, are they?
Sure. Fair enough. Great point. Fair enough.
That got him at least 3 championships.
Yeah, indeed.
Because he brought his boy Jimmy Johnson. He cooked with ingredients that he was familiar with, and they cooked up something nice for everybody. So I just need people to stop buying these empty, media-driven, clickbaity, nonsensical narratives that they keep trying to sell you, especially on these 411 networks.
100%.
That's all I got. And just to end my call, I got a little throwback for you, just for all the listeners out there from a previous stream. Just because you don't believe Voch, don't mean he ain't right. Yep.
Appreciate it, man. We have some really interesting callers, though. We have some great callers. Nobody does it better than us. You know what I'm saying? Even if they call somebody else's show, that's still AJ, the camera technology guy from Voch Lombardi show. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Y'all my peoples, dog. I don't know why I'm stupid as hell, man, but I'm just stupid as hell, bro. Why they had to fire Paul Pierce for having them strippers on the Instagram? That man ain't do nothing wrong. Strippers is legal work. They essential workers. That's why we put the blue flame at the bottom of the intro, because they essential workers. Killing me. Adrian up next, 302 on deck, 469 is in the hole. 302 on deck, 469 in the hole. Adrian on the phone right now. What's up, Adrian?
What's going on, Voch? How's your day going?
Cool, my guy. Everything's everything. What you got for the show?
So, have you heard of the Chiseled Adonis?
I have heard of him, yes.
So there's this one video during the I think it was Alabama versus Ohio State national championship game.
Okay.
And they had Devontae Smith lined up against the linebacker. I'm just thinking about Kyle Pitts.
Sure.
I just want to hear the announcer scream out, and you decided to put a mother effing linebacker on Kyle Pitts as he proceeds to run past everybody into the end zone.
But what else they gonna do though? But Adrian, what else can they do about it? Because Ezekiel Elliott's still in the backfield. So you got to have some type of run game integrity. Like, you still got to have the bodies in there to account for the run game. But you put a linebacker on Kyle Pitts at your own risk, man. That man ran past Kelvin Joseph.
Integrity when you got to run dime packages all day long.
He ran past Kelvin Joseph 4.39 running ass. He ran past him. What are we doing? You just talking about some tight end. That man ain't no tight end. That man is a weapon. He's a problem. Please. Go ahead, sir.
Also, I think, like, if we do end up adding Kyle Pitts back, I think it's gonna make Zeke Elliott look a whole lot better.
Indeed.
Adding Tyron Smith, adding if we could somehow snag Landon Dickerson in the second or third round, if he could ever sneak back there, I want to stick him right next to Tyron Smith, and I want to say who's gonna stop the run against this front that we have going on.
I love Tyler Biadasz. I will push him off a bridge for Landon Dickerson. That's just how I feel. Landon's dope.
Well.
I mean, you could play Landon at guard. You could play Landon at guard, but I think the problem is Landon is the better center than Tyler. So I guess Tyler would have to compete for guard with Connor Williams and Connor McGovern. So
I know Connor Williams is your cousin, but I need Biadasz. I need Biadasz at guard. Well, I love Connor Williams.
Connor's my son, but I'm realistic about it. You know what I mean? Connor can sit down somewhere. Look, even my first year playing ball in high school in the 9th grade, I had to sit on the bench, and my mom still came to my games and shit. So yeah, Connor my son, but if we get guys, Connor got to sit down, man.
Oh yeah, and then bringing back hopefully a healthy Tyron Smith will make Dak's life a whole lot easier. And then I think like you said, that we're probably not going to see our defense be as bad as it was last year. I think that everybody hates on Dan Quinn because of how bad he was, because he was a bad head coach. I think he's more of a hands-on defensive coordinator, that's completely opposite of what Mike Nolan was. This defense really needs to have somebody that's gonna, put his hands in there and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, so everyone doesn't have to think as hard about what their job is.
Sure. I feel you, my guy.
And then
go ahead.
Also, as much as I did like Tyron Crawford, I think it was time for him to go. Those hip surgeries that he had was making him, I think Space Cowboy was talking about that a few weeks ago, or last week. He was just saying it might have been somebody else. I think it was a Southern Cowboys YouTuber. Okay. He was saying that Tyron Crawford, his hips were just making it to where he just could not hold the point of attack. I think adding back Tristan Hill, Neville Gallimore, Urban, and then Basham, which I don't know how people think Basham's our worst defensive signing ever. I'm pretty sure that was Daryl Worley. As much as Koye Media liked him so much, I just think I don't know if he was as good as we needed him to be. Anyway, I think people forget that we have Tristan Hill, who's pretty stout. He was doing pretty good in that Seattle game until he got hurt. So I think he's gonna vitalize the middle of the field, and it's gonna make it a whole lot easier for Smith and Van Der Esch to fly downfield and make tackles on running backs, especially when we're having to play a lot of competition in division.
Yeah, fair enough.
A lot of good competition in division.
Fair enough. I think no matter what happens in the draft, I think we'll be looking good moving forward. But we'll see. Yo, great call, brother Adrian. Appreciate you. You gonna be tuned in to the 3-day draft show, sir? Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, no doubt.
That's my guy, man. That's my
it's
guy.
It's already a done deal. It's on my calendar.
That's my guy, Adrian, man. That's my guy, Adrian, man. You can't miss with Adrian, man. Appreciate you, man. See you then. See you then. Appreciate you. We just smoking people in the chat box. We're actually smoking people in the damn chat box. So they are chanting Voch's name. They just. Thank y'all very much. So we got 4 people that we don't know, or 4 numbers that we don't know. Let's prepare ourselves to judge them on if they should be platinum or not. Y'all know this is a collective effort. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer the phone. And when we talk to these people, we're going to see how good their phone call is. And then chat box, you will make your decision and we'll just boogie from there. So yeah, we're going to get our intro on and we're going to see what these people talking about. 302 is up next. 469 on deck. 443 is in the hole. Then we're going to end with 830. All right, let's boogie. 302, what's happening? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Vouch? This is Joe Simmons.
Who is Vouch?
From Delaware.
Who is Vouch?
Vouch.
God damn. All right, what you got for the show, man? That's strike one, man. God damn. All right, go ahead. What's good with you? Time out. True believer dropped a quarter in the super chat. He says, "What's your top 5 realistic options at 10? And what's your thoughts on Milton Williams, the D tackle from La Tech?" I'm gonna get to you. Okay. To the phones. Back to you, sir. Who is this again?
Joe.
All right, Joe. Go ahead. What you got for the show, Joe?
So I was thinking, if you have like a pick in like the late teens, what if you try to trade that for a second round pick and a first next year, so that you can, because the class is considered to be weak and there's not that many like first round grades.
You're saying this year's class is weak?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the whole day 2 is where the most talent is at. That's where the most talent is at.
Well, yeah, trade your first round for a day 2 pick.
It depends on what. It depends on where you at in the first round. Like if you're in the back part of the first round, then you need to keep that pick. Like if you're in the middle, then you could probably get up out of there. I would say, but you know,
that's what I was saying. It's like late teens.
Well, late teens, you could. I mean, shit. Hell, like. Richie Grant could be there. You can get Jalen Phillips there if you want to. You can get one of the linebackers if you want to. I mean, I think it's good players everywhere. I just don't think that it's a superstar. It's not a defensive superstar in this draft is what I think it is.
Well, that's all I had. I just want to say I learned a lot from your film breakdown because I'm a high school football player. So
okay, you were the one that was in the chat box that was saying that. How old are you, sir?
I'm 17.
You're 17. You're in high school. How y'all doing prom this year? Y'all doing virtual prom?
We're not having it.
You're not having prom, man. Dog, damn. Does that suck? Like how's that?
I probably wasn't gonna go anyway. So
yeah, prom is corny. See, I didn't go to mine neither. Okay, so you play wide receiver. Like where you line up at? You a X, Z, Y, H?
Receiver, I'm a tackle.
You a D tackle?
I'm an O tackle.
You said you was a wide receiver, man.
I never said I was a wide receiver.
Chatbox, did this motherfucker say he was a wide receiver? Dog, that's what I heard you say. Okay, you're an offensive lineman. Okay, well that's better. That means you're smart then. You're offensive lineman. Okay, cool. You a left tackle or right tackle?
Left tackle.
What's your favorite play to block? What's your favorite block to execute?
On like a play side counter where I have to like just screen pass and like blindside the middle linebacker.
So you like to block down and climb to the second level, hit the linebacker blind side. Okay, cool. Hey, look, that's a good block. That's my favorite block too. Down block is because I back in the day I was a center. So when I was down blocking, it was on like one text and shit that wouldn't see me. So I would just go flat down line. So yeah, 100% down blocks are very, very fun. All right. We're gonna put 17-year-old Joe because we got a Joe that exists in our universe already. We got Joe Wick Sandberg with the gun. So I'm gonna put you down platinum, man. I'm gonna put you down as O-line Joe. All right.
All right. Thanks, Vouch.
Who is Vouch? What the fuck is that? Where you from? Where you from?
Delaware.
Delaware? Is that like a Delaware thing that y'all just turn O's into OU's?
It sounds the same. Like, it's not that different.
That's a lie. All right. High school Joe. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. He said it. That's a lie. Vouch. It does not. Voch Lombardi. Vouch Lombardi. I have a voucher. I got a voucher. It's not the same. Shit. W right side dropped a 5 in the super chat. Says, shouts out to new media. Does Carolina trade verifies? Let me scroll up so I can see you over here. I apologize. You say, does Carolina's trade verify verify 5 quarterbacks in the top 10? Second, nobody talks that sass like J.C. Horn. Real shit, 100%. Give me that guy. Indeed. If Mac Jones goes 3rd overall, like the media say he's gonna go, then there's gonna be 5 quarterbacks in the top of the draft. So 100%. True Believer dropped a quarter. Appreciate you. Y'all know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese and friends. And Naeem says, I forgot NFL teams knew how to draft. Appreciate you, brother Naeem, for dropping 50 in the super chat. Let me give you a war call, sir. Indeed. Our options at 10th overall, 2 corners, 2 offensive linemen, Kyle Pitts. I think those are our options. That's what I think. It's probably going to be one of those guys, True Believer. And Milton Williams, he's a cool player. He's not in my top 10 D tackles, but he's a solid player. He tests really well, so I think that's where teams are like going to draft him at. But just based on his La Tech film, I mean, it was cool. Gio in my Patreon asking me questions. He can just ask me on here. He says, what's your thoughts on Spencer Brown? I think he's kind of slightly more polished than Colton Miller coming out, or a little more aggressive. I've heard that Colton Miller comparison. A little more aggressive, putting people on the ground. Wouldn't mind the Raiders getting him in the 2nd or 3rd, seeing how well they develop Colton. I mean, it took 3 years to get Colton to be relevant, dog. There has to be a statute of limitations when it comes to my draft evaluations. If I say Colton Miller is terrible and he's terrible for like 2 years, then I was right. You can't hit me up 3 years later talking about, yo, Voch, you wrong about Colton Miller. You need to revisit. No, I'm not revisiting Colton Miller. No. And everybody in my chat box saying Voch and Vouch ain't the same thing. He said, but look though, don't high school Joe sound just like Joe Sandberg? I was like, where you from? He says Delaware. Like Joe Sandberg sound like that. Kai and Carr, yeah, I feel you. Vouch. Who the hell is Vouch? Did you really say it loud to hear the difference? I shit, maybe I'm a. Maybe I got it messed up. Let's get back to the phones, man. We got 3 more callers, then we're gonna wrap this thing up. See if we can get some sleep so I can finish packing up tomorrow. 469 up next, 443 on deck, 830 in the Voch Lombardi. Voch Lombardi. Oh man. 469. Who is this? Hello. 469.
Hello.
Shit. 469.
Yeah, my bad. I have muted myself.
Damn. All right, 469.
My name's Jay from Dallas.
Jay from Dallas. All right, Jay from Dallas. What you got for the show?
I just have a couple questions that I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What would be a scenario where you would be fine with trading away the 10th pick?
Slater, Horn, Sewell, and Pitts got to be gone.
Okay.
And then I'll trade back. Go ahead.
Vice versa with Kyle Pitts, and what would you do if like Kyle Pitts is gone, and since Carolina doesn't really need a quarterback anymore, and all the quarterbacks are taken, which I highly doubt unless Denver trades up or Patriots maybe trade up, would you say that if everybody's gone, like everybody that you really want, there'd be a chance for us to draft a receiver like a Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle, so nobody in the NFC gets a receiver?
No. If all of my guys are gone and the quarterback is on the board, then I'm ransoming that quarterback to see if I can get a first-round pick next year.
Okay. So you'd hold the quarterback for ransom.
Yes.
And just to see who wants to come up and trade.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think is our biggest like downside on defense, like that we need to address?
One tech, run stopping.
Because I'm kind of new to this. Like, I've been a Cowboys fan a while now, but like scouting and reports and all this, it's new to me, and I'm glad I was able to like watch people like you and Jeff.
Okay.
Because it opens your mind up. Because I was a big, we just take defense regardless of who's on the board, whoever, Kyle Pitts, Penei, Sewell, whatever it may be. We just take defense just because that's our need.
Well, draft is a 5-year conversation, you know? So, yeah, we took CeeDee Lamb because we needed a receiver last year. We needed a third guy last year. But you got to think about CeeDee Lamb 4 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Think about the not ramifications or whatever, but think about the results or the effects of having Tyron Smith on your team. We haven't had to worry about left tackle for a decade and some change or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's more than just a 1-year conversation. These guys are going to be here, and if they're good, they're going to be here for a long time. So we got to think about if Kyle Pitts goes to another team and he ends up being one of the best tight ends of all time, then we missed out on 9 years of Kyle Pitts because we need a corner. I'd be sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, because I would hate to have Jalen Smith or LVE try to guard Kyle Pitts on the Giants or the Eagles. That would just probably end my life.
Sure.
It would not be fun. I would just turn it off.
It would.
I had to turn off a couple games this year, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I've never done that before, ever watching the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be a big shit sandwich. Let me ask you a question, Jay. Do you eat pancakes?
Do I eat pancakes?
Yeah.
I guess you could say that.
Okay.
I'm more of a waffle guy, I guess.
Okay, so you don't like IHOP for real?
Nah, not really.
If somebody forced you to eat at IHOP, what would you get from IHOP?
Water cup. Shit.
What you say? A water cup?
A water cup.
What is that?
Maybe a water cup, like a cup of water, liquid.
You'll just go get something to drink. Okay, cool.
I'm not a big IHOP guy. I'd rather have steak or something like that.
Yeah, goddamn, we gotta pull that lobster out when we go to the goddamn. Hold up, dog. Let me put cash cow over you, dog.
Fuck it. I ain't tryna eat no IHOP. Bitch, when I'm in town, you could put that lobster out.
Cash cow agrees with you, sir. I gotta get you off the phone now. Jay from Dallas. I just put you down platinum. Good call. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
That motherfucker say, yeah, man, you know, I like steak a little bit. But damn, dog, you ain't got room for breakfast? I like steak too, goddammit, but I don't eat steak all day. No, none of y'all eat IHOP. Y'all just gonna go to IHOP and drink water because you like steak. That's crazy. Come here. Come say hey to YouTube. Come say hey to YouTube. My big girl. Look at my big. Let me see. Make sure my camera. Look at my big girl. 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 I'm gonna be like them folk that be on Instagram. Like she gonna have her own Instagram page and get way more subs than me. Look at my big girl. She sleepy as hell. She just woke up. That means she gonna be up all night. Look at my big girl. Meow. 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 Papa, who you talking to? Papa, who you talking to? Papa, who you talking to? All right, get your loud ass out of the microphone. All right. Go on somewhere. Beat it. Scram. All right. Can your cat play cornerback? No. That motherfucker say, when I go to IHOP, I just want a cup of water. Like I would rather have steak. I'm like, how rich are you? you ain't got room for hash browns and sausage in your life? Come on, son. 443. What's up? Who's this?
What's up, bro? My name's King.
What's up, King? What you got for the show?
Hey man, I'm actually a Ravens fan.
Okay.
So we're not drafting this early as a lot of other teams.
Okay.
I actually just picked up your channel a couple of days ago. It was suggested in my YouTube, and I seen one of your scouting videos, and I liked it, so I gave you a subscription.
Okay, appreciate you.
So I happened to see you was going live tonight, and I didn't know you do calling and stuff, so I just figured I'd hop on the phone line. But
okay.
I was kind of looking through your catalog and stuff like that to see if you did any mock drafts on receivers, and I was looking through your catalog, and it looks like you do a lot of defensive breakdowns on a lot of players coming out.
Yeah.
Which is cool and all that, because a lot of Ravens fans want to draft edge first round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those fans
right.
at all, even though I do believe we do need a pass rusher. I don't want to draft edge. I want to draft receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I either want to go Rashad Bateman if he falls that low, or Terence Marshall Jr. But we can talk anything that you want to talk.
So I have watched. I watched like 30 receivers. 20 of them were like Senior Bowl guys. The other 10 or so were just like the top 10 guys. Hold on, let me reach over here. So how I pick and choose my film or whatever. See, back in the day when I was young and I had energy and shit, I used to drop like 70 videos a year or whatever, because that's just the kind of time I was on. But I'm an old man now and I'm a little more lazy. So I do have wide receiver film on my Patreon. So there's a link in my description. You can put $1 in my Patreon and you can get some of my wide receiver film that's up there or whatnot. But in terms of the wide receivers, they weren't super, super interesting to me, but there were some interesting guys for me this year. So I don't know where you're trying to draft a receiver at, but I really like Terrence Marshall because he's a bigger route runny kind of guy. Plus he can move around a little bit. You know, he was kind of in J Mar's shadow. You know, he was in J Mar and Justin's shadow or whatever, but I do think he can play. I just think he was tired of playing with a bad passer this year. So he just, you know, he may or may not have crapped out or whatever. So that's just that. Bateman, not a fan of it all. If you want to get somebody, go get Rondale Moore. I don't know where he's going to get drafted at because I just don't really have a good feel about what the league thinks about him. But just a shorter dude, but he's not small because he's one of them big, thick muscle kind of dudes. Like you know how like Saquon is whatever height he is, but he got big tree trunk legs. He's one of them thick kind of dudes. Rondale Moore is kind of like that, super explosive. Look at him. Guys like Elijah Moore from Ole Miss. Crazy. Guys like De'Ami Brown from North Carolina. Crazy. I haven't done film on them, but those are some of the guys that I do like. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You keep going. My bad. You keep going.
No, I was done. Go ahead. I was done.
No. Well, I'm surprised you didn't bring up Kadarius Toney. Out of Florida, but
me cool.
We pick at 27.
Yeah, right.
We pick at 27, so we don't really pick in the poverty line like all the other teams usually. And I mean, this is usually what the Ravens have to deal with every year.
Right.
But personally, I think our biggest need is wide receiver. Just because we don't have a number one. Even though we did just get Sammy, we can't rely on him to stay healthy throughout the year, and Hollywood Brown isn't a number one wide receiver just yet. I do believe that Greg Roman is a big problem, but he's not going anywhere this year, so we have to make do. We did bring in a couple of coaches to help out with the passing game and stuff like that. But a lot of the Ravens fans want to go edge, or they want to go O-lineman, which I'm not opposed to going with O-lineman. I just feel you can get an O-lineman in the second round. I also believe we need to do something with Orlando Brown Jr. It's been real quiet around him. He's requested a trade. He's made it known that he's not a right tackle. He's a left tackle.
He need to quit being so soft is what he need to quit doing. Quit being soft and get out his feelings. That's what he need to do. Play your role. Be a team player. Be a soldier. That's what Orlando big, slow-footed ass need to do. Be a team player. Play where the coach put you at. Goofy ass. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel you. But the boy is a Pro Bowler on both sides,
and he shouldn't be going less for anything than a first rounder.
Well, see,
but the draft is. Go ahead.
Well, see, this is my thing. Some people think right tackle don't matter. Like they just think right tackle is a less important, like a less important spot than left tackle. But everybody says that until Khalil Mack lined up over your right tackle. You know what I'm saying? Or until
until
T.J. Watt.
Patrick Mahomes is running for his fucking life the whole Super Bowl. Like,
Indeed. Both guys are important.
Your tackles are very important, and he is a Pro Bowler on both sides.
Yep.
And he's only 24. And for me, if he wants to, he's on his last year on his contract. So if we can't trade him, he'll leave next year for nothing. But the Ravens will get a comp pick, which is what they love, comp picks. But if we don't trade him in the next few weeks, we only have the 27th pick. And we have not necessarily major needs because we didn't really have a pass rush last year. We blitzed more than everybody else in the league. But defense wasn't the reason we were put out of the playoffs last year. I feel that we need an out-and-out number one receiver. It's going to be hard to find one at the 27th pick, like I said, to help Lamar and help us get over that edge, help us get over that hump, and really also help him evolve as a passer, which I believe, all Ravens fans believe, most of Ravens fans believe, he can take it to that next level. He's already shown the league, unanimous MVP, what he can do, what he's capable of doing. It's just kind of hard to see what we're going to do when we don't have anything we don't have any more as far as like more news as far as what's going to happen with Orlando Brown Jr. because we need to find out how we're going to flip that into some draft capital. I really wanted to try to send them to Jacksonville and maybe get their first because I think they got like a couple firsts, and I think they also pick at 25. I wanted to maybe get a first in DJ Shark because they're going to need somebody to protect Trevor Lawrence.
So watch this.
Also maybe
so watch. This what I want you to. I want you to write this down. Right? Voch says this. Write this down. This is a YouTube channel. Sip to Tally Films. That's what I want you to go look up. Coach.
I watched it, man. That's my guy. I watched it. I watch all the Ravens YouTubers, bro. We love the Ravens YouTubers. Bro.
Okay, cool.
Everybody who watches Ravens YouTube, we watch all them guys. Raven, Sip.
Okay.
What's it called? Rain Gang and them boys. We watch Raven C. We watch all.
Fun
them boys,
fact.
We stick together.
Fun fact. Coach Evans actually coached me when I was playing ball in high school. So I always kind of like I'm his YouTube coach, but he was my football coach or whatever. So me and him had that relationship or whatever. So I was gonna tell you, like, if you want Ravens info, go over there, check him out because he does it really well over there. But you up on game already, so you good to go. So next time you're over there.
I know.
Next time you're over there, tell him you found Voch Lombardi and Voch Lombardi sent you. He'll have a funny story to tell you. But I got callers though. King, I'm gonna put down King the Ravens fan. This was a really good call. I appreciate you for tuning in. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. You're a platinum caller now. I think I kicked something. Okay, we back. We good? Yeah, I kicked something. My fault. We good. We got one more call and we're going to get up out of here. 8:30. It's 9:30. But 8:30. What's happening? Who's this? 830.
Chris from San Antonio. What's up, man?
What's good, Chris from San Antonio? What you got for the show?
Dude, I just got to say, all these callers have been tripping me out with you, man, because like, they don't know. I was there for your stream, for the Cash Guy stream.
Man. So, Chris.
They like, some of them are just like, IHOP, steak and water.
Chris, listen.
Yeah, I ate some IHOP.
There's something special. I said this on the show. There's something special about that 500 people that was there live. You know what I mean?
You know what's
go ahead.
Funny about that? I was there. I showed up, and I was like, damn it, I'm only going to get to watch, like, 20 minutes. You had just said, like, you know what, I'm going to get off. I'm going to just answer some comments. And then he was, like, the last call, if anything.
Yeah.
He got on, and you were on for, like, an extra hour, man, and I was just dying the whole time, man.
Chris, let me tell you something, man. That was some of the best content I've ever did in my life. And it's just a special place for the 500 or so people in that chat box. We will forever have Cash Kai to remember as a part of this thing of ours, man. So look, but what's so dope about it, I'll throw it out because it sounds like some regular shit. I've said go let Kobe out 10 times today.
Hey, I was about to say, go let Kobe out, man.
And nobody, and look, and like a lot of people not saying nothing, but you see a handful of people in the chat box just laughing. It's dope to know what that group of people laugh like. We laughing together. If you missed out, you missed out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a trip, man. I've watched you for like a good 3 years now, and I've never called you. I'm a first time caller.
Okay.
But I've watched you. I've watched Jeff. I watched Sky. I watched Foots. I watched mostly everyone, everyone, you know. But you're like the first guy I ever watched, and I like the 3 most iconic lives you've ever done was that one. Honestly, 2 weekends ago with you, Jeff, Sky, and Foots, that was a really good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
And the dude, when CD Lamb got drafted, I was there with you, man. That was
legendary.
You spoke that into existence, dude.
Yeah, great. The only bad part about that whole thing is that everybody tapping on me now. Yo, Voch, say we need to get Kyle Pitts so we can get Kyle Pitts. So now y'all putting pressure on me and shit. Like, come on, man, it ain't fair. Put that on me.
Okay, let me get your thoughts real quick. So it's funny that you did that little simulation. Well, I know you get with Jeff all the time, and he does mock drafts. I know you don't like to do mock drafts, but you called it a simulation that time where y'all kind of ran through real quick up until like 10 or 12. Well, basically till 10, till the Cowboys pick.
Right.
And I do that. Like, I think that to myself sometimes, and I'm like, okay, 1 is Trevor. Jags are going 1, they're going Trevor. 2, now they're for sure going Wilson after trading Darnold. You want to hope the Niners do draft Mac Jones and it's not a smokescreen.
Yes.
That way it would end up being 5 quarterbacks because, well, honestly, I think Pitts might go to the Falcons, to be honest, if you ask me. But
possibly.
I
but
think they're the first. They're the first one that they've. Like you said, if they mess up and they just draft like Surtain,
it's over with.
I'm cool with that. You know, like I'm cool with, like, hey, keep Surtain, let Pitts go down 1. Hopefully the Bengals go either Sewell or Slater, so that's 5. Who's 6? Miami 6, right?
Miami 6, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I have a tough time.
Go wide receiver.
Maybe they get him.
Go wide receiver and just hope they like Mike Gesicki. Just hope they like Mike Gesicki and go wide receiver. That's what you need. That's what you need to make it happen.
That's what. And Gesicki's not bad. I'm not saying he ain't Pitts.
He ain't.
I'm not saying he's Pitts.
But we just need them to like him enough to draft somebody else. That's what we need.
Yeah, they need a receiver. Devontae Parker gets hurt all the time, and I'm like, Jakeem Grant's like a tiny returner. Like, they need a receiver. So I'm like, hopefully they get like either one of like Devontae Smith or Waddle, since like he maybe has they both have like some chemistry with Tua. Hopefully they look at it that way.
Sure.
Who's 7? 7. Detroit just lost like both their receivers.
All of them.
I think they lost everyone. They lost a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hopefully they take like Jamar Chase, and that's where it gets close. And I'm like, 8. I mean, Carolina now is kind of weird because, I mean, I don't think they go quarterback, right?
Carolina, they could go quarterback, but I hope they do. I hope they go quarterback because it depends on who's there. In this scenario that you mapping out for me, Justin Fields and Trey Lance on the board. If they pass on, I don't think they pass on Fields and Lance because they got Darnold.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's exactly hopefully what I would think they would be thinking, because they just wouldn't be able to pass up on the opportunities to get one of those 2 guys, you know?
Right.
And then Denver at 9, I'm like, I know you don't like Drew Lock. I've heard you say that Drew Lock's not good.
Right.
I mean, in general, Drew Lock's okay, but
right.
They're gonna think the same thing. They're like, do we pick one? So say they go Fields, say Carolina goes Fields or Lance, the guy that's left over, they can get him.
And that's exactly how Kyle Pitts gets to 10. That's exactly how we get him.
Yes, dude. And at first, and then I was just like you. I was like, no, we're not taking the tight end. But then towards the end of like
Things
like
started
all
happening.
the stuff going on. Like, you're like looking at him, and he's like, okay, he's not a tight end. This guy is like Wolverine. Like,
And
West
then
Neck,
plus
like,
the Eagles sillily they traded away
they traded back.
They traded out. Eagles were the biggest threat, and they sillily traded away from their spot. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Not my team. Good luck to them.
Mind blowing. It blew my mind when I got that notification. Well, it was mainly because of Miami moving around, but I was so surprised that they traded back because I mean they need a receiver. They just need weapons on the outside, like
right
anyone at that point.
Right.
And it just blew my mind when they moved back. And you're right. Like I don't know who said it before. Like if Pitts is there, you cannot like.
Not take
You cannot draft someone else and let him fall to the Giants or the Eagles. It's like, I don't even think the Giants will take him. The Eagles will probably take him at 12 if he falls to them, and it's like...
We'll see what's going to happen, man.
You're right.
We will definitely see. We'll see. It's going to be a fun one. You going to be tuned into the draft show?
Yeah, man. I work night shifts, so I'm definitely going to have my earphones in and just... hearing you, if anything. I was there last year, so I'll definitely be hearing you, man. You're going to be my plug.
Hey, man, don't get fired. Appreciate you, man. I just put you down platinum. Chris from San Antonio, don't eat no IHOP, all right?
Sounds good, man.
Get you a water cup or something, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Hey, and some steak. I'll get some water and some steak.
And some steak. Appreciate it. Oh, man. There we go. Fuck it. I can't remember that back out. All right, cool. All right. Shouts out to Cash Guy. Delton Spears in my chat box says, Voch, we pulling out water cups after every win from now on. Where you been, player? We all sip water after W's. We've been doing that. We're doing that for years, man. Where you been? This your first time here? You new here? Oh man, this has been a fun show. Adrian Lindsay says there's an omelet with a steak at IHOP. Oh no. Oh no. Dog, wait till I get my soundboard set up real smooth so I can have, because right now I'm just playing Cash Card from the media player app or whatever, but like wait till I get it to where it syncs up real nice and I got it as an actual sound drop like I got the war call or whatever. It's gonna be crazy on draft night. It's gonna be crazy on draft night. Appreciate you, Adrian. What are your thoughts on Carlos Basham? Where you been? Carlos is really good. He could probably play some 3-10. I have a video coming. I got a edge ranking video, and I'm going to talk about Carlos Basham a lot and why he's better than the guy ranked in front of him and why he's worse than the guy that he's ranked behind. So stay tuned for that video. Memphis Mike in New Mexico. Interesting. He dropped the diamond super chat. Who is Pitt's safety Hamlin? Redshirt senior. I remember the kid, but he was underwhelming, so don't worry about it. Special teams guy. Don't worry about it. Chat box. This is your time. The phone lines are closed. Got a chance for everybody to get in. That's pretty good calls. Pretty interesting calls. Got some good platinum people today. For whatever reason, you may not have been able to call. You may have been busy looking for the Dixie 7, trying to find Johnny Tapia's ecstasy dropper. You couldn't call in or whatever, you know. You may be in the woods and you don't have really good signal, but you got Wi-Fi in the woods somehow. You may have talked up your anytime minutes anytime. You may be in Denmark and it's 3 a.m. and you laying down, you can't wake up whoever laying next to you. Whatever your reasons why you couldn't call into the show, now is your time to talk back. Chat box. What is your question? You had to see Voch's face when he said, my best song is called Bill Cosby. Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that funny? You had to be there, man. Young AK, they just had to be there, dog. If they wasn't around for the whole Cash Card thing, man, they wasn't there, man. And you could tell. So, like, I'm up here like, I asked somebody earlier today. I was like, hey, man, you remember when Mason Rudolph got hit in the head with the helmet? He was like, yeah, I remember. Don't worry about it. Never mind. What else? See, what y'all need to do is talk non-football with Voch. That's the plan, man. The non-football pod is on the way. I just got to get past draft season, my guy. See, this is my problem. Draft season is incredibly busy for me, so I'll be like, I'm going to wait till the regular season. That's when I'm going to have time. I get to the regular season, I realize I ain't got time. So what I got to do is I got to get into a groove and find a method. That's how my life works. My life works with like routine and shit. So when I find a routine, man, the non-football podcast, and I'm better at non-football talk than football talk. Like, I'm just general philosophy dude. I'm just general. I got jokes, general opinion guy. It's just come on, man. We'll get there though. We'll get there. Hang tight. Stay tuned. We might have to do it through Twitch, but we'll do it. What y'all got? What? Who are you talking to? I'm trying to work here. That was my cat talking. If we get Pitts, is that a 4,000-yard receiver? Huh? What? Huh? I'm kind of up a little bit. Let me scroll and then come back to the bottom. Here we go. Pitts, Slater, laugh emojis. Great job tonight. I'll call in next time. Appreciate you, Ty. Be sure to call in the draft show when the Lions pick. It'll be fun. You're gonna be my Lions correspondent. For those of you that don't know how I'm gonna do it this year, I really want to do my shows solo. Like, I'm a solo act. Like, me doing this right now, I think I have really good solo shows, right? It's just me, my thoughts. I get to talk all I want to. I ain't got to worry about talking over people. I ain't got to worry about getting cut off, cutting somebody out. I just get to talk, and then I get to interact with my peoples, man. I'm a much better solo act than I am a combo act. I'm really good when I'm working with Jeff because I love a good fight, man. I look at conversations like this as fights. You know what I mean? I love a good fight with Jeff. I love a good fatal four-way with the round table guys. I love a good fight with Foots. I'm a solo guy. So what's gonna happen is for the draft show, I'm gonna be solo again, but the phone line is gonna be open the whole draft this time because my computer can handle it. So I think I remember which guys or which callers are fans of what team or whatever. So I'll have correspondents to call in. You know what I mean? I'll just have people call in and give their opinions on the picks that we picked, and I think it'll be a good little go there. Voch, when are you gonna drop the Jerry Montana hoodie? It was fire. I'm gonna drop that thing actually before I go on my vacation or whatever. So look out for that the next couple of days. I got another design that I was working on that I got, so I put it out. I'll put that out over the next couple of days. Beware. Johnny Tappy name drop. Voch, the chat box be lit. The chat box be lit. And look, I be trying to do work or whatever. But the chat box just be fire, man. Voch, what's your favorite DMX song or album? I think Slippin' is very underrated as a this is my thing about DMX, right? And New York hip hop fans will never say this, but there's this thing that New York rappers that they didn't have at that time is they didn't know how to make songs properly. You know what I mean? Some of the worst hooks I've ever heard came from New York rappers. DMX got some terrible hooks. You know what I mean? Some terrible songs. But DMX's music, DMX's rapping can overcome a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So what I love about Slippin' and why I think Slippin' is DMX's best song, because he had a beat that was incredible, a hook that was incredible, and verses that were incredible. That's why I love Slippin' better than any other DMX song. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's called, but I want to say I don't think it's I don't think it's mannerisms or whatever. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. But I like when just in the middle of a song you get like rapper like rapper personality or whatever. Like DMX would just be like we'll be in the middle of like anthem or whatever. He'll just be like, "Mind your business, lady." I like that. Like if you listen to Here We Go Again, he's talking about this about one of his young homies that kind of broke the rules of their crew or whatever, and he was trying to send him away because he didn't want to kill him, and the young dude was trying to plead his case, and DMX in the middle of the song was like, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I like little shit like that, so I think DMX was really good at that. I need that hoodie before we draft Kyle Pitts at 10, bro. Insert war call, indeed. There you go. 2021-22 season is all about find the scrub. Indeed, Adrian, find the scrub is incredible. And there's King right there. He says the Ravens fan here. Great show, bro. Salute to you, my guy. Thanks for coming through, chilling with us. Now I'm a Cowboy. Like I do Cowboy content, but during draft season, I'm for everybody. So appreciate you for subbing, and hey, we'll be here all draft season, and in the regular season, you can kind of you can do what you want to do. Just don't unsub, but just come back draft season next year. Hey, vouch, and he put vouch in all caps. Shut up, punk. I'm playing Junior. Who you really want in the draft except Pitts? You can only pick one. Rashawn Slater. Rashawn Slater is incredible. He's incredible. How comfortable are you with the current pass rushers on your team? I think Randy Gregory with an off season and 16 games under his belt is going to be incredible. But who am I? Voch, who has the most influence on our drafting, you think? I think Will McClay has the most influence because Steven and Jerry, like billionaires don't watch film. Billionaires do not watch film. So they may get together, like Steven probably like do the monies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like Jerry Jones ain't watching film on those 5th round guys, man. So it's whoever Will McClay want to draft because him and his guys are the ones watching all the picks. Like Steve and them, they know who Kyle Pitts is because like he's generally like a big name in football, but you ain't gonna tell me Jerry Jones was watching the Senior Bowl last year and he was like, "Yo, we gotta get that Bradley and not kid from Utah." Nah, son, Jerry ain't watching no damn film. Pitts won't make it past the Bengals. All right, go ahead. Have you ever seen the movie Suspiria? The cinematography is fantastic. Nope, I have not. I've only just watched Godfather for the first time as an adult a couple months ago because I feel like I'm having to rewatch all the movies I watched a long time ago because like you can watch a movie at 19 then watch a movie at 29. It's totally a different movie. I got certain shit about movies I can't stand now that I just didn't even notice. Like, I tell Nene this all the time. I hate when I'm spoon-fed information in a movie. You know what I'm saying? I want the director to imply that I'm smart enough to get what you trying to show me. You know what I'm saying? For example, Godfather, right? I get an example. Remember the scene where Vito was in the hospital and Michael showed up and Michael was like, "Yo, where everybody at?" You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Then the cake maker showed up. He was like, "Hey man, I need you to do me a favor. Come outside with me. Hey man, put your hand in your jacket like you got a gun or whatever." And he put his hand in the jacket, like, you know what I'm saying? And he just kind of hit that move and the cats rolled up and they left. Incredible scene. What would have ruined that scene for me is if they explained it and said, "Now see, you faking like you had a gun and made him drive away." You see what I'm saying? Don't explain shit to me. Marvel movies do a lot of explaining, and it makes sense because they got kids watching the shit. But like they could simply say, "Hey, we got an earthquake underwater." A smart audience would be like, "Oh, that means Neymar's there." But they harped on earthquake underwater so long because they think we wasn't smart enough to catch it the first time. We're like, "Okay, I get it. You spoon feed me now. Don't spoon feed me." Remember in Pulp Fiction when Jules is about to shoot Brett? Jules, like he was about to shoot Brett. You can see John Travolta in the background. You can see what's John's character? Vince. You see Vince in the background when Jules started to do Ezekiel 25:17, Vince just kind of take his gun, cock it, and just get ready. And he just get ready to shoot Brett. Small details like that. You know what would have ruined that scene? If Quentin had to explain, yeah, man, so you know I got my gun ready because I know this whole time, all these years when you kill people, you say, it would have sucked. So that's what that's my new thing as a 29-year-old movie fan now. I love nuance. I love details. I love catching shit on my own. I hate being spoon-fed. So I'm having to rewatch a lot of movies just to see how dope they really are as an adult, you know? One thing, watching Friday, right? You remember when Craig was on the phone with the girl with the hair and the nails, Joy, when he was on the phone with her? If you focus, there's actually her she's in the bed with her side dude. Never noticed that after years of watching the movie. I'm 29 now. and I noticed how trifling ass Joy got her side dude in the bed. You know what I mean? You just notice movies a little different when you get older. But that's just me. Lions call? Yes, Tyler. You can be my Lions caller. That's what I planned on. I'm talking. You can be my Lions caller. This is my gun. When Evie start talking shit while I'm working, this is my gun. Spray her little ass up. Slater, Pitts, Surtain, Horn, all available at 10. Who do we make Virgil right brick on my brick? This wouldn't be a trade back situation. You just take the best player, which is Pitts at this point. When the Broncos pick Trey, I'll be there. Good. If we draft Pitts, does he get 1,000 yards? It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm slipping, falling, can't get up. Indeed. I'm hoping the Panthers take him. Voch, you a big Call of Duty player? No, I used to be. When Call of Duty was good, but Call of Duty ain't been good in years. The recent Call of Duties have been better than the terrible Call of Duties, but I haven't played Call of Duty faithfully in a long ass time. Voch, would you ever do a current events podcast type thing? Hell yeah, that's what Voch's voice gonna be. That's what Voch's voice gonna be, player. Just me kind of reacting to whatever shit's going on in the world, and me having philosophy and thoughts about things, and me making fun of shit. Just 100%. Just Voch's voice, man. Okay, let me spray your ass because you see I'm work. Where you at? Evie. Did I take go to bed? Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. That's what she do. She get sprayed and go to bed. She get sprayed. Hold on. She gets sprayed and just go to bed. That's all she do. She just go to bed. She being bad. That's how you get to stop being bad. Maybe one day Voch gonna do a barbecue tailgate. Oh sir, Voch is a pit master. Who's the most underrated rapper of all time, and why is it Big Pun? I don't think Big Pun's very underrated because I think New York rappers overrate Big Pun a little bit. Ooh. But I like Pun though. I really like Pun. But I think every area has their legends. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody from the West Coast about Too Short and E40. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody from the East Coast about Big L and Big Pun. You just can't do it. Southern people got UGK, we got 8-Ball MJG. You know what I mean? We got Ghetto Boys or whatever. But then you got those acts that transcend the area. People ain't gonna always hear this, man, but people in the South wasn't really listening to Big Pun like that. Now Jay-Z made it down here. Big made it down here. Nas kind of made it down here. Pac made it down here. I feel like Scarface made it over there. Outkast, like some acts can transcend region. But some people love their regional people a little more than others. So, that's just how I feel. I need the okay. We gonna have the hoodies on deck. We gonna have the hoodies on deck. Stand tight. Hang tight. We got them. Lil TJ new album. Lil TJ first album was good, but I don't like Lil TJ. But I don't like Lil TJ, but his first album was good. 21 Savage last album was good. With Dak, Pitts is who fits. Sure. Well, we scrolled away. Reservoir Dogs is good for dialogue, sure. How long I've been streaming? What's my time? Have I been streaming for 3 hours? I ain't been streaming for 3 hours. Let me go to OBS. OBS will tell me. OBS ain't gonna lie to me. Damn, 2:30. I almost been streaming for 3 hours. Shit. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill time because I want to hurry up and get the get the Thursday or whatever. But Felicia's son was a draft prospect. Brad Kaya. Brad Kaya is Felicia's son. 100%. Indeed. Leave her alone. Shit. New Jack City is an incredible bad movie. New Jack City is a horrible movie, but it's the greatest bad movie of all time. Sometimes bad movies are just good. Super quotables, man. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. It's crazy. Voch, watch the bottom script work. The bottom script work. They are YouTubers. I ain't got much time to watch nobody during draft season, but I'll get there. DJ Quick is another. I love DJ Quick. DJ Quick and AMG. Oh please, bitch better have my money. Is the Black Phillip theme song, dog? Like, come on now. Stop, Voch. You must be from New York. you must be from New York. It's the Pride ATL all day. Pun ain't have a chance. And that's something else too that we gotta talk about. When hip hop people be like, okay, when you could be like, okay, so what makes the greatest hip hop? Like, what makes the greatest hip hop artist of all time? Man, you need bars, you need accolades, you need you need longevity. All right, cool. You can't put Big Pun or Notorious B.I.G. in any longevity conversations. Here's something else you're not gonna like. You got to put Lil Wayne in that conversation. Got to do it. I think that's fair. LL Cool J got to be in that conversation. You talking about longevity? Jay-Z definitely in that conversation. That's easy, but I love hearing hearing people bring up longevity as a conversation. Then they name somebody that had no longevity. Big L had no longevity. It wasn't their fault that they didn't have longevity. They just didn't happen to have it. Apologies. My bad. But it's true. Never heard not one Big L song. As a Southern gentleman, I've done my research on rap from different regions, so I can say that I've heard some Big L. But if you from the South, I ain't grow up listening to Big L. I ain't grow up listening. You know who got longevity? You know who's really good? Who's been really good for a long time? Watch this. Somebody, whoever asked me who's the most underrated rapper of all time, Devin the Dude. Devin the Dude got 3 classic albums. Super underrated. Classic producer. Has done work with every Houston artist, with plenty West Coast artists, guys like Ice Cube and shit. Devin the Dude is incredible. You're not gonna hear from Devin the Dude because he's super underrated. If I make a playlist, it'll have more Devin the Dude songs than it would Big Pun songs in it. Cause we talking about, but y'all ain't ready for that though. What's my wide receiver rankings? I don't like them enough to do it this year, so I'm not doing it this year. Have I watched The Wire? So The Wire and Sopranos were out when I was young. They was out like 01 or something. I was like 9. I can't enjoy The Wire when I was 9. So it's on my list of things to do to rewatch The Wire as a 29-year-old. And I'll get back with you. You need big speakers. Sure. I can listen to Wayne all day. Wayne versatile too. Indeed, he got bars. Snoop Dogg would be in there in that case. Snoop Dogg got multiple albums though. Snoop Dogg got a lot of work. All of them ain't good, but depending on his producers, how good the work was. But Snoop got multiple albums though. Big L was dope, sure, but so is Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux is incredible, but come on, man. You know who else got a classic album? Nappy Roots got a classic album. Come on, son. Chat comment. I never took him serious after that. After the toilet sitting cover. That's his best album. the album that got Devin the Dude album that got Boo Boing on it. The first album, The Dude. That's the best one. What are you doing? Zero's cool. Zero is a Scarface guy. He's one of Scarface kids. Shouts out to whoever said Special Ed. Shouts out to Special Ed. 3-6 Mafia. Shouts out to 3-6 Mafia. Nah, Weezy's done. This is my whole thing about Weezy being done. Young AK, I'm sure you're a young man because me and you talk about Young Thug a lot. And this is where I realize I'm old also. I've had to talk to my cousin. My cousin's 18 years old. And I'm trying to explain to him the Lil Wayne he knows ain't the Lil Wayne that I'm talking about. There's this run that Lil Wayne went on. And this was so crazy about Wayne. People ain't gonna give Wayne credit, but this is how crazy Wayne was. Wayne had 3 solid greatest of all time runs. And nobody gives him credit for that. Like this last run that he's on, he's had 5 runs altogether. 3 of them were incredible. One where he made his money. The one that he's on now, he's just kind of whatever. The Hot Boys run. If Lil Wayne would have ended at Hot Boys, he'd have been a hip hop legend, so to speak. The Carters. If he would have ended at the Carter runs, crazy. Everything between the We Taking Over feature and No Ceilings, crazy. Then he made his money from Carter 3 and those 3 albums after that, working with Drake and the Young Money Kids or whatever. Wayne deadass had 4 separate runs that are all a whole career on their own. Now, Wayne suck now. Wayne ain't great now. But when I talk about Wayne, I talk about that whole decade and a half where he was incredible. That's what I'm talking about. Wayne was weak on the Hot Boys. You smoking. Let me explain. I've been sitting on 5 bricks of cocaine since the drought came, and they've been constantly blowing me up trying to cop things, but the price remained 10. I don't change with the curve it. I just slang it and serve it because the game's got these niggas hurting. The money's nervous and they trying to come at me for service. Let's make it happen. I'm only asking a dime a key, 5 for half, quarters go 3. You do the rest of the math. Then he offered me 55, so I figured he balling, but at the price the average hustle with dough could afford it. But I don't know this old nigga, so I'm gonna blast him 6 pounds, the extra 5 for the shipping and handling. When I met him, he in all black talking about he'd be back. Told me, look, come on, son. Told me stay here while I go get the stacks. Fuck is you ignorant? Cocked the Mac back quick and knocked out his ligaments. Jack Wayne, nah, player, that's ridiculous. That's Hot Boy Wayne. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. Diamond Wayne, Diamond Thing. You can catch me in the aqua range, swatting things with them 22 and diamond blades, diamond canes, diamond blades, more colors than the game. Simon Says, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Evie, are they crazy? This is for the ones that wobble it and be putting their mouth on it. It's like everything out of it and they catching this one. Are you serious? Hot Boy Wayne was crazy. Come on, son. The whole style was trash. And you know what, though, Aaron Broom? It depends on where you from. And that's why I separated what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of separate. That's why I said that Hot Boy run, it made him like an area legend. You can't tell nobody about Hot Boys in the South. You can't tell nobody about the Hot Boys in the South. But when Wayne went on that Carter run, when Wayne went on that between We Taking Over and No Ceilings run, then he went and made his money, you know what I'm saying, with the Lollipop and T-Pain and shit. Son, come on, dog. We not finna act like that. We not finna do Wayne like that, bro. We not finna do Wayne like that, dog. Come on, son. Anyway, what else y'all got? What else we talking about? What else we doing? What else we talking about here? You had to be there, man. Man, I don't curse, but in this verse, man, fuck the world. Come on, son. The dedication. Well, see, the dedication run was a part of those Carter runs, right? So you got to take the squad mixtapes, the dedication mixtapes, all like all them DJ drama joints, Carter 1 and Carter 2, Carter 2.5, and you got to bunch them together, right? Then from the We Taking Over stuff, you got to do all them features. Then you got to go the mixtape drops that ain't never come out, like The Drought Is Over, then the Drought series, then the No Ceiling series, then Louisiana, what's the Wheezy Valley, like all the mixtapes. All that was in that same little box, man. Like, come on, son. We can't do that. We can't do Wayne like that. If you dislike Wayne for some current shit that he got out right now, you can dislike Wayne for his current shit that he got out right now. We're not gonna act like Wayne has always been that guy. No, sir. No, sir, Bob. No, sir, Bob. Too Short got Too Short got he's on my favorite songs of all time. It's crazy, like all my favorite songs of all time are very cancel worthy now. But Too Short, like Cocktails is incredible. Cocktails is incredible. I can sing it word for word. I'm not gonna do it here. I'll do it when I click off. But come on. On tape, Jefferson does things better than Jamar Chase. Hey man, I tried to tell y'all to draft Justin Jefferson as wide receiver 2 last year. Try to tell y'all. Nobody talking about how Wayne took Juvenile. Well, Juvenile was incredible. Yeah, so yeah. Chase Gather says Too Short whack. And you know what? That might be your region bias, man. You know, that may be the East Coast in you, Chase. But cats in the South, we love Too Short. You definitely can't say nothing about Too Short in the West. Come on now. Definitely can't. Oh, no, you good, man. You ain't in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not a Gucci Mane fan. Not a Gucci Mane fan. I apologize. And I'm very Southern. Not a Gucci Mane fan. Leave the Door Open. Leave the Door Open was cool. I kind of want to see what the album sound like. Me and my homie Sadie Fresh was talking about Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars not allowed to do anything but like retro sounding music now. Like Bruno Mars got to forever do old sounding music. Like he's not allowed to do no auto tune. He's not allowed to go on trap beats no more. Like he only got to do retro sounding music now. And shouts out to Anderson .Paak. Too Short said blow the whistle. Everybody got some bullshit. Nas got some bullshit, Chase. Since you want to go there. Nas got some bullshit. Where you say you from, Chase? Where you say you from? It's one of them New York boroughs. Where you from? Cause look, Biggie got some inflammatory ass lines that I ain't gonna bring up on the show. Cause I don't even want to do big like that. I don't even want to do big like that. So don't do Too Short like that. Don't just isolate one line and be like Too Short said this. Too Short's incredible, man. Too Short's incredible. Joel Santana was incredible. Let me tell you how great Santana was. What the game's been missing, just that album alone, I will submit Santana as a legend off that album alone. What the game's been missing is an incredible body of work. It had too much music. It had too many songs on it, though. I think what a lot of cats, especially in that time period or whatever, they just wanted to put them 21 song albums out. I wish they knew how to like cut the fat a little bit. You know how like nowadays we just get like 12 song albums. If what the game been missing was a 13 to 12 song album, come on, man. Come on, man. I want to hear your thoughts on Deshaun Watson. Will he play a full season this year? To be fair to everybody involved, I want to wait until we get all of the details before I give my full blown opinion on Deshaun Watson. I'm not taking a side now, but whoever is wrong, I will totally cancel and shit on that person whenever we're done. I just need my information. Appreciate you though, W right side. Appreciate you. What else y'all got? Anything else before we leave? The message made Nas a Hall of Famer by itself. The message is incredible. The message is incredible. I forgot the song is sampled. It was a Led Zeppelin song, Pink Floyd song, something like that. I don't know, but indeed. When are we gonna start giving Kendrick his credit as one of the best of all time, guys? Because I always get into it with old cats, and I be trying to tell old people, man, like you can't just deny Kendrick anymore, because Kendrick got like 5 classic albums now, and he ain't missed not once. How many rappers from your era got albums where they just haven't missed? Come on, Kendrick ain't missed yet. Nas didn't miss. Nostradamus wasn't shit. Kendrick will never have a Nostradamus. Sting. That's who it was. Sting. Thank you. There was. Now see, this is where Voch has a lot of nuance here. Voch listens to a lot of rock music. I listen to a lot of music from the 70s, 80s, 60s, 50s. I listen to music from every era. So I knew that the message was sampled. I knew it was one of them groups. I believe it was Sting. So yeah, the message was it's 100% a sample from a rock song. I said Pink Floyd. My bad. I said Pink Floyd. Why doesn't Eminem get any credit? Who you arguing with? People sleeping on K-Dot because he ain't dropped in 3 years or something. He deserve it. Kendrick ain't missed yet. Now, see, I'm very particular about my old rock though. Like I discovered old rock twice. One, I really like Red Hot Chili Peppers because it sounded like they was rapping to me. But then there was this Tupac song, Staring in My Rearview, where they sampled Phil Collins in the Air Tonight, and that's where I discovered In the Air Tonight, and that's where I fell in love with Phil Collins music. Phil Collins is incredible. He's one of the GOATs. And from there, Phil Collins, further pushed me into 80s rock music. So there you go. Like you said, Lux is great, but I'm not buying his album. Hell no. But I'm checking Smack for. So look, fair point. So I think every rapper kind of has their own lane or whatever. Every rapper's not good on wax. Lux is terrible on wax. Surf is incredible. Like, he makes incredible music. Lux is really good at cypher raps and freestyles. And that's also what Eminem is. I don't want to listen to Eminem's music anymore, but like every time, like there was this stretch where Eminem came out with like a freestyle or something, he'll just be in a cypher or something. I used to listen to everything. I used to wait till Eminem had like drops on the internet just to hear him rap. But that don't mean I want to hear his music. Everybody kind of got their angle, man. Everybody got their own thing that they do. Our school has no linemen this year. How do I gain weight and play left tackle? Shit, you don't. You don't. Chili Peppers was punk rock. I like Fall Out Boy. I like punk rock. I like punk rock. Honestly, I think 80s rock is my one seed though. Like not even 80s rock, but that whole 80s. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but music that white people made in the 80s. Incredible music. Incredible music. Early Fleetwood before the girls can take your place. I got to get into more Fleetwood. I know I'm supposed to be well versed in Fleetwood Mac. I'm just simply not. So I need to address that. I need to work on that. Chameleon, that was hard. Chameleon, that was cool. He had his little run. He made his money. Van Halen was good too. I think Van Halen inspired most punk rock. I think punk rock has got their style from Van Halen. Honestly, and they turned it into something different. But I do follow battle rap, sir. I do keep up with battle rap. W right side. There was this point where I took battle rap off because battle rap was getting kind of whack. But I've been following. I've been back in the battle rap game for like 5-6 years now. So Phil Collins not rock. You shitting me? Phil Collins is Phil Collins. This was so dope by Phil Collins, man. Phil Collins, you just can't put in one box. Phil Collins is rock, but he's also jazz. He's also some bluegrass. He's also Phil Collins got some soul hits too, man. Phil Collins everything. 50s, 80s, 70s, 60s. That's how I'd rank them. Nick Gashler, who in the 50s you like more than the people? Like, who in the 50s is better than in the 80s? Please. Please let me know. Voch, who's better, Bun B or Pimp C? Bun was the better rapper. Pimp was more of the messenger. But Bun was the better rapper, the better technical rapper. I actually have a UGK podcast that's edited and just waiting to drop. I just haven't dropped it yet. I gotta get on my shit, man. Who's your top 3 battle rappers? That's my mode. I don't know what my mode is, and I don't know if you mean current or like all time, but all time battle rappers. There's plenty of them. There's a lot of guys that like all time. Averb is my one seed. Like Averb had 2 weird battles in a row, but of all time, Averb is definitely on my list. I think you can say Hitman all time is fucking incredible. I like writers, man. I like writers, and put Lux on there. Put Lux on there. I don't like Mook necessarily, but what Mook did to Tay Rock was incredible. Like just in terms of writing, I like writers. Pimp is more talented. Bun the better lyricist. I don't know what that means. Are you still doing draft talk tonight? Sure, Eric. What's your draft question? Anything you like, sir. Phil Collins in the air tonight was my go-to right before we kicked off. Well, see, that's interesting because not necessarily in the air tonight, but Tupac's Staring at My Rearview, which sampled In the Air Tonight, was on my list. It was on my pregame list, so it's very interesting. It's very interesting. We're going to answer 3 more, then I'm going to dip on out of here. We've had a long show. How long I've been going? Almost 3 hours. I gave y'all some good little content or whatever before I go away. Before I go away to the 19th. Go away until the 19th. I like the 50s because the music reflects culture. It was cool. I'm big into the 20th century history. Right. But like, who though? Because everybody reflects their culture. I mean, if you listen to the Rolling Stones, they'll tell you how terrible Vietnam was. They'll tell you, like, if you listen to anybody from that time, they'll tell you how shitty Vietnam was. So, I mean, like, what do you mean? Genesis is dope, but you got to be careful with Genesis because Peter Gabriel Genesis is terrible. Phil Collins Genesis is incredible. Voch, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, Voch, keep doing the big. Love the content. You will be missed. I'm not gonna be absent. I'm not gonna be like what you're gonna get over these next few weeks is Voch's ghost. So I got 5 videos that I got in the tuck. They're 3 ranking videos. They're all very long videos too. 3 ranking videos. I got a mock draft and I got a path to drafting Kyle Pitts film session. So you'll be getting content while I'm gone. It's just I'm gonna be moving for a week and then I'm gonna be on vacation for a week. Aretha, Chuck Berry, Elvis Sinatra, Little Richard. Cool. Nick Gash, I want you to listen to Otis Redding whenever you get time, and then come back and tell me what you think. Go listen to Otis Redding, Nick Gash, and then come back and tell me what you think. I'm moving to a new crib, man. I'm moving to a new apartment, and I'm going to start this process to buy this new house. Trying to be grown, man. Trying to be an adult, and yeah, we're going to go back live on the 19th just to kind of prep y'all, just to get one last little bit of content out the way. And then we're going to do our 3 days of draft content. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Oh, my God, I love Otis. Otis incredible, man. This was so good about Otis. Otis was so good at covering music. The original song don't even sound like yours no more. You know what I'm saying? And Otis died at 29, which is crazy because Otis had so much more work. 27, 29, something like that. He had so much more like work to do, man. Like, there's this old doo-wop song. Actually, there's an episode of Voch's Voice out right now. So look, what y'all can do is go to Voch's Voice podcast or just Voch's Voice or type Voch Lombardi on any of your podcast streaming platforms and find my podcast on there and go type in go on there and you can listen to any one of those podcasts. But there's a podcast called In My Mind where I was talking about soul music and how soul music upgrades whatever it is that you're listening to or whatever. I talked about Otis for a good little bit on that podcast, so go listen to that podcast. Bobby Blue Bland's incredible. Marvin Gaye is more 60s. Marvin Gaye got 20 years of shit you can listen to. Top 5 diss tracks. I think I did a podcast on that one. I need to get back into podcasting, basically. That's what it is, basically. When is my big board coming out? Soon. So, Nick Ashley, it's funny that you just said Ben E. King. Stand By Me is incredible. But Otis Redding's version of Stand By Me, oh goodness. Otis Redding's version of Stand By Me make you not even want to listen to fucking Ben E. King no more. That's how cold Otis is. I bumped the Voch's Voice top verses of all time. I gotta update that video, man. I was bugging. I gotta update that video. Gotta do it. One more question, I'm leaving. Give me a good one. One more and we're leaving. One more question, I'm gonna go get in the shower and lay down somewhere. One more question. What you got, y'all? What y'all got? One more question. There we go. One more question. The best diss song of all time is 300 Bars and Running. Best diss song of all time. One more question. Voch been watching you since you had Malik McDowell on the phones. Damn, long time ago. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Who is the least talented artist of all time, and why is it clearly 6ix9ine? The Tekashi Kid is a snitch. He's a troll, and he probably got bad things coming his way. But Silk the Shocker was way worse than him. All right, appreciate y'all, man. But Silk the Shocker got a classic under his belt. So let me just say that. But I think Silk the Shocker was a worse talent than Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I've never listened to a 6ix9ine song in my life. I'm proud as hell that I don't even know what a damn 6ix9ine song even sound like. But that motherfucker can't be worse than Silk the Shocker. Best burger joint, I cook my own. Hey, y'all hold down for the Doski Woski, man. This was a fun show. Till next time. Peace.